Done.
Good done. Let's get it done. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
All praise, glory, and honor to the Most High, the Ancient of Days, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and honor, glory of his only begotten beloved Son. Another Monday quarterbacking live with Ak Ruben in the building.
Shalom, family.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. Y'all see the title about let us praise or honor famous men. Sherry Meal, Shalom, Big Daddy. Look at y'all already on her cloud, man. That must be towards you, man. She don't never call me Daddy. That must be that must be towards you. But we about to go into the memorial of our forefathers. You understand? Since this is the heathen so-called Memorial Day, and they're basically honoring or bringing into memory their dominance that they didn't had on this earth, especially here in America. You feel me? They're honoring their soldiers. They're honoring their fathers. They're honoring the dead. Look at this shit, Sherry Meals, not her clown. You dig? And we as Israelites honor our forefathers. We teach this history. We bring out history a lot of people are actually scared of. But see, this type of knowledge and understanding you need to be able to pass to your children. You understand? So they can grow up and understand who they are and just not some American slave Negro whose origin is the plantation and just, busy popping fireworks on the 4th of July. Nothing liberating, nothing revolutionary. It's just this Negro is in a sunken place today, man, because he doesn't know who he is. You understand? So we're going to bring in a memorial of our fathers on this heathen's Memorial Day, where everybody's feeling all proud and your back getting stiff because you see a veteran. You understand? And don't nobody ever talk about the righteous men of the Most High, such as Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Enoch, Noah. You feel me? Messiah, the disciples, Isaiah, Jeremiah. Nobody talk about none of that. You feel me? Because when you get to talking about that, that's a whole nother paradigm. That's a whole nother consciousness that comes into play. You understand? And your shorties would be like, dang, them our forefathers. Oh, okay, yeah, I can be righteous and powerful and great around here, man. You understand? So we're gonna bring out a few scriptures real quick. Let me get Job 8:8 real quick, Hebrew. Job 8:8. May the Most High bless all y'all for your prayers and y'all support. All praise, glory, and honor. But we want to bring out scripture on this so-called Memorial Day. Some of your people may be mad at you. You new into the faith and you ain't showing up and you ain't salute the elder in your family that's a veteran. You understand? So we're gonna go into these scriptures and show the righteous acts of the Most High, what we are supposed to be rehearsing, and how we're supposed to remember the men who have sacrificed their lives so that you can just have a Bible today. You wouldn't even have no Bible to read had not these men put their necks and lives on the line, man. So if America can honor its soldiers, and if America can honor the collapse of their enemies, why can't we? Why can't we? You see, the Negro still believes he's one person here in America. That's not the truth. And you know that just based off how the police kill him. No doubt. You know that based off how you treat it. You get pulled over, boy, you can be sent to the judgment for being pulled over.
And wearing your seatbelt.
You understand? Like these heathens have bloody mouths. But one thing they do is honor their fathers. You feel me? They teach their children their history of their dominance over us. You see that? So we're going to teach the history of our forefathers so our people can aspire to be righteous and understand that once we in line with the Most High, game over. Game over. All right, let me get Job 8:8 real quick, Hebrew. Job 8:8.
Job chapter 8 and verse 8.
Yeah.
For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age.
See, inquire, I pray thee of what?
Of the former age.
The former means the past. Now, if you don't have a past, then you don't exist. If you don't have a past, you don't have a history. So that means you do not exist. And that's why the Negro to the day is still popping fireworks on the 4th of July, still shooting his guns in the air on New Year's, still follow la la line on Christmas, getting fat as a damn hog on Turkey Day. Yeah. You understand? Doing everything that your oppressor does. And you wonder why you ain't seeing no type of revolution, especially a spiritual revolution, man. If you're doing everything your oppressor is doing, you might as well be your oppressor. You a heathen. All right. So it says, inquire, I pray thee, of what? The former age. So if we ask you who you are, you give me 2 continents or color. You feel me? Or in Black History Month, you talking about Negroes like Booker T. Washington. Huh? Marcus Garvey. What's that boy named? W.E.B. Du Bois. But you ain't running Isaiah, Jeremiah, Joshua, Samson. You ain't running none of these men who were directly aligned with the Most High Creator of heaven and earth, King David. You understand? You ain't running none of these names. Everything you running is after the plantation. That means you're still lost. So it says, inquire, I pray thee, of the former age. What else it say, Hebrew?
It says, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers.
Prepare thyself to the search of their fathers. You need to know your history, man. If we ask you who your fathers are, you understand who we are as a people. If we ask who your fathers are, and you telling me Lil Willie and them, no, we talking about your nationality, your nation. Like historically, who are your people? Where do you come from? What language did you speak? What land did you have? What were the laws in your government? How did your military move? Who were your kings? You don't know none of this? It's just like you an invented race. Sound lost. So what the Messiah said, I'm only sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, man. That's why it's important to understand who you are. And if somebody says, well, brother, that sounds too radical, you heathens are remembering your dead forefathers right now. So why is this radical? Only because you don't want this so-called Hebrew man to understand who he is and his connection to the Most High God. That's why it's radical, because you know subconsciously, once he linked back into the Creator, game over. You know that. All right? You got something you want to say, bro?
No, we can.
Okay, let's go to Jeremiah 17 real quick. Jeremiah 17. Jeremiah 17, let's read 1 through 4. All praises, glory, and honor to the Most High, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, honor and glory of his only begotten beloved son, long live the king, man. All praises, glory, and honor. And for you Hebrews out there, especially y'all that's new in the walk, man, be bold in this truth. This is no time to be tiptoeing. These are the most exciting times on planet Earth. You feel me? You live in nose deep in prophecy. It's no time to be getting soft and weak. Be bold in this truth. You old jokers, get some fire back up under you. It is what it is, man. You dig? The Most High is looking for a spot-free and wrinkle-free assembly. Get it together before he put us to death. Sounds harsh, don't it? I know. Jeremiah 17, now.
Jeremiah chapter 17.
Yeah.
Verse 1.
Come on.
The sin of Judah is written with a pen of iron.
A pen of who?
Of iron.
The sin of Judah is written with a pen of iron. It mean, you know what that means? That means you are hell bent at going against your maker. It didn't say it's written with an ink pen. It says a pen of iron. Come on, Hebrew.
And with a point of a diamond.
Oh my.
It is graven upon the tables of their heart.
Man, you are hell bent at going against your God. Sin means transgression of God's law. That means it's just etched in you to go against your God, man. And you talking about millenniums and millenniums of rebellion. To where you don't know nothing else. You just an American slave Negro. Huh? Celebrate Memorial's Day. Your oppressor's history of his dominance over you. Huh? And then you get nervous and you get mad because people talk crazy and they pressing you into coming over for the barbecue. Now we supposed to be remembering the men and women that the Most High dealt with. And then we supposed to order our steps based off their actions. You understand? The hell with a Robert E. Lee, a General Custard, George Washington. You feel me? Like they teach us their history in school. Alexander the Greek. Huh? Caesar, Vespasian Caesar, Nero Caesar. They teach us all that in school. Benjamin Franklin. See, they gonna remember their fathers. Why don't you? And why is it such a problem once you find out what's the deal? Let's read, Doc. What does it say?
While as their children remember their altars and their groves by the green trees upon the high hill.
And so now, since you hell bent to going against your God, you're going to worship some God. If it ain't the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you're going to be dealing with these high hills, these groves, and these altars. All these are worships of other gods. The gods of the nations that surround you. Such as this historical heathen that had you in bondage over 400 years. You understand? This heathen that had you in bondage close to 400 years, you lock and step with him to where when somebody bring you what you're supposed to be doing, you act like you just offended. Like it be the Negroes that get offended.
No doubt.
The white man be like, oh yeah, I've been on that. It be the Negro that get offended. He gonna hold on to his pork. You tell a Negro he can't eat no pork, he be ready to kill you. He gonna hold on to his pork, his shrimps, his crustaceans. He gonna hold on to that. You might as well cancel Christmas on that. All right, come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
Verse 3.
Yeah.
O my mountain in the field, I will give thy substance and thy treasures to the spoils.
See what the Most High say? Because you worshiping other gods and doing what your oppressors doing, his land was given as a spoil to the enemy. You see that? To the enemy. See, so it didn't profit us nothing to learn the ways of our oppressor. It didn't profit us nothing. And today, as many Israelites that be out here, you know, acting like they Israelites and could be keeping commandments or whatever, but they're confusing Babylonian customs and thoughts with this scripture, man. You feel me? So they still Babylonian. They still love America. Anyway, when you trying to infuse Babylonian ways of life, such as fucking child support, you feel me, with the Bible, you understand? You still Babylonian. You're still Babylonian. All right, come on, Hebrew.
It says, and thy high places for sin throughout all thy borders.
Wow.
And thou, even thyself,
come on,
shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
The Most High say, because of all this, you would discontinue from your heritage that was given to you by the Most High. Because you're hell bent at going against him and being in the same vibration as your oppressor. Because of that, you would discontinue from your heritage, your identity, your land, your language, who you are, your history. And if you ain't got that, you're going to celebrate somebody's history, heritage that I gave thee. What else to say, Al?
You say, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
The Negro don't believe he has enemies. I'll scratch that. He know he has enemies. It's just he's looking at the wrong people. A Negro will be shooting across the alley at his brother. You see that? But when the police roll up, throw his guns under the car. A Negro will beef with his brethren, but when the police roll up, sir, yes, sir, yeah, cool, yeah, straight up, man, we've been destroyed as a people. I'm talking about completely destruction and destroyed. To where you got to go out your grill for real, because your thinking at any moment, if you ain't on it, your thinking can be, you can slide over to a Babylonian mindset and be justified. All right, come on, Hebrew.
He says, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in a land which thou knowest not.
No way.
For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
Do you hear that? He said, you have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. You see? And it says you're going to serve your enemies, not your friends. A Negro can't even tell you today who his enemy is for real. You tell the Negro, is Master your enemy? Oh, man, he going to come up with a million excuses. Watch the tap dance. Watch the tap dance. He going to come up with a million excuses, man. You feel me? As if just because you cool with a few white folk, you understand, that erases 400 years of bondage, man. You understand? Like if it was a mandate put out to where everybody got to side with their own people, it don't matter how cool you is with this cat. They gonna have to go side with their people. They're not gonna pick you over them. It just is what it is, man. We got to learn to love one another. That's the problem. We don't love one another, meaning we don't keep the commands with each other and be sincere and stick to basic principles and codes. We don't do that, man. We don't do that. We be looking for a technicality and a loophole so we can snake our brethren. That's what we be looking for. You understand? And mostly you got to do with Israelites, people that know. All right, that was that verse 4. Let me Proverbs 3. Proverbs 3, let me get 31 and 32. Proverbs 3, 31 and 32. Hey, Malak, come here.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31.
They're probably trying to come pick y'all up. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31.
It says, envy thou not the oppressor,
Right.
and choose none of his
The
ways.
scriptures say don't envy your oppressor. And don't choose zero of his ways. Y'all out there celebrating like them, you feel me? Feeling American like them, you might as well be them. You might as well be them. There is no in between. There is no gray area. I'm doing a video. There is no gray area. There is no in between. You understand? When will you stand up and be righteous? When will you stand up and be the righteous men and women that the Most High created you for? You see? Envy not your oppressor and choose none of his ways. And this is why. Next verse.
For the froward is abomination to the Lord.
You see that? You Negroes that's in league with this heathen, you're forward. You are an abomination in the eyes of the Most High. The scriptures say, though hand join in hand, the wicked will not go unpunished. It don't matter how many of you Negroes hold hands with these heathens, man.
That's Proverbs 3 and verse 31.
I'm gonna say the hell with those over there. What you say? All right. Yeah, Proverbs 3, 31 and 32. You're not supposed to be jealous of your oppressor, and you ain't supposed to be choosing none of his ways. And if you're in that spirit, that means you're forward. Huh? That means you're perverse. And that's an abomination in the eyes of the Most High. All right, come on, Hebrew.
But his secret is with the righteous.
His secret is with the righteous. Give me Proverbs 11 and 21 real quick. Proverbs 11 and 21. Proverbs 11 and 21. Just a few quick hitters before we get into really dive in this topic real quick.
Proverbs 11, verse 21.
Yeah.
It says, though hand join in hand,
come on,
the wicked shall not be unpunished.
Though hand join in hand, the wicked will not be unpunished, man. It don't matter how many of y'all hold hands and scream, we shall overcome. Though hand join in hand, the wicked will not go unpunished, man. You feel me? Stop holding hands with these heathens. And you Israelites start showing love to one another, like sincere, for real, man. Because that's what the Most High is looking for. And if we opposite of any of that, man, we his enemy. He about to open up real soon. You'll start seeing mass death like you ain't never seen before. And people gonna be crying, why? You know what, man? You know why. He been told you get yourself together. Gather yourself together before that decree comes. Hurry up. Strive to be on one accord, man. That's what we supposed to be doing. Via the scripture. All right? So though hand join in hand, the wicked will not go unpunished. That's a cold cut right there, man. That's a cold cut. Give me Proverbs 17 and 15, man. There's so many cuts up in these Proverbs and these Ecclesiasticus, these Sirachs. Oh, man. Oh, man. We need to learn to love our people, man. You feel me? Keeping the commandments in sincerity. Because some of the most black-hearted people you'll meet in this walk will be Israelites. Believe it or not. You understand? Believe it or not. Loophole Hebrews. Try to find a loophole in a technicality to justify their wickedness or to cover their transgressions. Some of the most wicked people you'll meet, such as Judas. Judas Iscariot, he was a Hebrew. Huh? The brothers that stoned Stephen in Acts 7, they were Hebrews. See that? And we still gotta love our brothers. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. Ain't that something? All right, so Proverbs 17 and 15. What does it say, Al?
Proverbs 17, verse 15.
Yeah.
Says, he that justified the wicked.
He that justifieth the wicked, this heathen is remembering their dominance over you. You understand? The most horrific bondage in the annals of world history. Right? And not just you, everywhere else they've been bombing. Everywhere else they've been bombing all over the globe since World War II. See, this heathen understand what it takes to be in power. And one of the things that it takes is also to remember. Memorial Day, remember. You understand? One of the things is never forget your history. And they teach their children that while they eating they steak tartare at night.
Hey, look, check it out. I had just seen this video today.
Right on for your arm, Hebrew. J.A. Judah. Right on for the donation. May the Most High bless you. Go ahead, Hebrew.
Oh, praise. Yeah, I had seen a video today though. You know, it was crazy. This video came out today, but it was going around, and what it had was a watermelon eating contest. And during the watermelon eating contest, the Israelite that ate that watermelon so fast it was ridiculous. Heathens laughing like, "Yeah, I told you who was gonna win." It's ridiculous. It's the history that they was going over, and it's funny to these heathens.
That's crazy,
you know what I'm saying? They looking at it like that, like, you know, to us, to some of us, it was funny to look at an Israelite eat the watermelon the way it was. But when you look at the significance of why they're doing it and why they say we knew what was going to go on, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But there was other heathens out there eating watermelon too. But what they knew for sure is the nigger level watermelon.
Nigger level watermelon.
Yeah.
Nigger level watermelon.
It's crazy.
You know, and that's the original song for your bomb pop trucks. These ice cream trucks ride through the ghetto. That little subtle song. That's the original name of that song was Nigger Level Watermelon. And we grew up chasing behind the truck, trying to get ice cream sandwich or blow pop, popsicle. And the song they playing was made back in the early 1900s. It's called Nigger Level Watermelon. You just heathen and subtle. You really don't know your enemy. Google or YouTube Nigger Level Watermelon and hit play. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nigger level watermelon. That's crazy. You just brought that out, man.
That's crazy.
That's crazy as a mother. But I mean, look, the scripture said you're gonna serve your enemies. That's what it said. You was gonna serve your enemies in want of everything, man. Huh? Because you didn't want to serve the Most High with joy. Serve your enemies, huh? All right, so let's get into this, man. Let's get into Apocrypha. Did you read that Proverbs 17, 15?
Yeah, 17, 15.
Read that again for me real quick.
It says, he that justified the wicked, we ain't finished. And he that condemneth the just, even they both are an abomination to the Lord.
If you justify the wicked but condemn the just, you an abomination in the eyes of the Most High, man. Right? And you condemn the just when you ain't got no type of scripture to bring out, but he's cast out as evil. That's condemning the just, man. Or you forget about the crimes of this heathen. You understand? Gator bait and all that. Huh? Birmingham, Alabama, blowing up churches. Tusker, Oklahoma. You understand? Bombing Black Wall Street. You forget about all that. You forget about all that. You understand? And then turn around and drop the hammer on somebody that's striving to be righteous. Scripture says you an abomination, man. We got the wrong mindset. We got the wrong mindset. You got the nerve to call us militant and rebellious, right? But when this heathen walk through the store with his Marine gear on, your back get tight, booty get tight. You understand? You're like, ooh, he in the armed forces. Huh? He in the armed forces. You respect the military of Babylon, but when you understand you're a nation and your nation, you know, Most High is raising up soldiers and warriors in these last days, that's too taboo. Abraham was a warrior. You know that, right? When they kidnapped his nephew Lot, he armed 318 men, servants of his, and they went and took down 5 kingdoms. So that means he was highly trained in the art of war, man. highly trained in it. But you don't want to teach your children this true history of theirs. Because it frightens the masses. It frightens the powers that be. You dig? So let's get to Sirach 44. We're going to go to first. Sirach 44, we're going to read 1 through 15. We're going to reflect on it a little bit, then we're going to continue.
All right. In Sirach chapter 44 and verse 1. Mm-hmm. Say, let us now praise famous men.
What kind of men?
Famous men.
This means praise or honor famous men. Now, you think we talking about Benjamin Franklin? Andrew Jackson? Huh? Harry S. Truman? Donald Trump?
Praise.
What kind of men are worthy of honor and praise according to the Most High?
Hey, then you gotta look at it like when you talk about this, because you got a lot of Israelite men who play the role, outer cut men that play the role, and I'm not just talking about conscious men. I'm talking about those who you turn on your TV. You turn on that TV, you see men who's supposed to be role model type men. You know what I'm saying? This is what you got, because most of them men is taking it up the rear end. Illuminati guys. So they sold over to the devil. But they are looked at as famous men. You know what I'm saying? But we're not talking about those men.
Exactly. We're not talking about no sodomites, man. We're not talking about men that compromise. We're talking about stand-up, die-hard soldiers for the Most High, who are willing by any means necessary to keep his charge. By any means necessary. All right, so let us praise famous men. Come on, Hebrew.
And our fathers that begot us.
You see? And our fathers. What's wrong with the so-called black man remembering his fathers? What's wrong with the Israelites scattered to the four corners of the earth? You know what I'm saying? Remembering their fathers. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? See, when you get to talking like this, boy, they say the boy's a revolutionary. He's a revolutionary. You did? Oh no. Oh no, he's a revolutionary. Right. He's talking like that. What you mean? He's in that Bible. What you mean? Well, in the Bible, reading the book of the Maccabees and all that. Reading about in the book of Joshua, reading about the wars of the sons of Jacob, and you feel me? That inspired you to stand up and be righteous and strong, man. You be like, man, look, I want the Most High to be with me like he was with my forefathers.
Yeah.
And our fathers that begot us. Yeah. But everybody they put in our face is somebody that has been compromised in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Ridiculous. All right, so we gonna read about our forefathers, whom the Most High made a covenant with, right? Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 2. The Lord has wrought great glory by them through his great power from the beginning.
How y'all the Most High done what? What?
He has wrought great glory by them through his great power from the beginning.
You see that? The Most High was using our forefathers as vessels, man. You feel me? To get his work done on this earth. And in these last days, these brothers are standing up, man. These brothers are standing up in righteousness and ready to rock. And what made you think it was going to be some type of Rudy Poop movement in the end? Huh? Niggas on in church clothes, wearing slick bottoms. No, these brothers is coming out here strong, man. Stirring this heathen, this devil right in his face, getting his work done. You feel me? Raising up and training up children that's calling out wickedness with no filter, man. See, if you obedient to the Most High, the power that he has, your vessel will be used for it. But you got to be willing to be obedient by any means necessary. What else to say, huh?
Such as did bear rule in their kingdom.
See what kind of men we talking about? Men that bear rule. Not men that compromised. Not men that went soft. Men that bear rule, man. They were given a charge by the Most High and they dropped the hammer. They was uncompromising. You understand? These the type of men that we supposed to be remembering. Why the heathen remember World War II and them dropping the bomb on Japan?
Yeah.
How the hell are we radical? how are we radical? Who is this? He's the heathen on there? I don't know what all that means. Like cold talk. You gotta go. B. I ain't playing no game. Anybody out of box getting hit today? All good. Rapid fire all day over. It's all good. Who is John SCX? Who is that? All right. Josh S. Oh, okay. Okay. But those said men that bear rule in their kingdoms, men that had dominion in their kingdoms. All right, come on. What else to say?
Men renowned for their power.
Their what?
For their power.
Not their compromise, not their weakness. You see that? Today, the so-called Hebrew man has been demasculated. You understand? He's soft now. You think of a so-called Negro on TV, you get Tyra Ferry. Huh? You get cross-dressers. But notice that said right there, men renowned for their power. You see that? That's why this is important to teach your short leggers, man. What else to say,
Giving counsel by their understanding.
You see what they giving counsel? Understanding what these scriptures. Can't be in no counsel, man. Ain't no scripture out. That's ungodly. What else to say,
And declaring prophecy.
Yeah, because that's the one thing about the Most High. You dig? That's one thing, that's one of many things that separate him from any other God. He dealing prophecy. He can tell you the past, present, and future.
No doubt.
You dig? And he'll tell you the future before it happened. And that way, when you know who's deep up in it, you can be like, dang, that's the word of the Most High. That's serious right there. Notice what kind of men we talking about. We talking about men that had dominion, were renowned for their power, gave counsel and understanding, and were declaring prophecies. These are the type of men we supposed to remember, Zion. While everybody else having a Memorial Day, while the heathen getting bored drunk and remembering his forefathers' dominance over you and the rest of the world. You understand? How about we remember our forefathers? Men who were strapped with the power of the Heavenly Father. You feel me? Men who ruled their kingdoms. Men who gave counsel and had understanding. We ain't read nothing about compromising men. We ain't read none of that. We talking about men that stood up and got their ink. You understand? Men that stood up and got their ink. And guess what? Thousands of years later, you're still talking about it. You feel me? What you gonna fulfill your purpose or what? You just was here taking up space. You understand? Or you gonna make your mark while you on this earth? What you gonna do? You gonna make your mark, or you gonna just be some regular Joe Smo Israelite? Make your mark, man. That's what you here for. Turn this fire up, man. That's what you here for. What else to say,
It says, leaders of the people by their counsel and by their knowledge of learning meet for the people, wise and eloquent in their instruction.
Yeah, because once you're dealing with the scripture, once you're dealing with the spirit of the Most High, that's what it is. You feel me? You're dealing with understanding and intelligence that's out of this world. You're dealing with power that's out of this world. That scares folk, man. You feel me? And it only scares you because you're on the opposite side. You should want to see all your brothers around here on one accord just like this.
No doubt.
You feel me? That make us a force to be reckoned with, man.
Definitely.
And we all shoulder to shoulder, uncompromising, strong, roaring out here. You understand? Determined to keep the order of the Most High by any means necessary. Oh, we.
Man, that's what they feared in Egypt.
Yeah.
They think that amongst us is Israel in the land of Goshen. Knew for sure once they set war off that they sent the children of Israel out first to go to war. Like, oh no, this is a problem. More than this is a help. This is a problem. These people steady multiplying like this. This is a force. We're going to do something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why things have to happen, because the heathen understands that this is a force.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Once the coming of us together on one accord, they understand that this is a force. So something has to be done to stop it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, something got to be done. And if you're not remembering, you understand the righteous acts of the Most High's faithful elect, and you're not remembering how merciful and how mighty the Most High has been to us, that means you have forgotten. We're going to hear some scriptures about forgetting too. You feel me? And that's why you don't remember these men. because this whole history has been blotted out of your conscience to where you don't identify yourself. You don't identify yourself as a son or a daughter of the Most High God. You don't walk around the earth as if you own it. You tiptoe. You understand? While your enemies all in your neighborhoods fleecing your communities, you tiptoe. You understand? While your woman is running you tiptoe. You tiptoe. You feel me? What everybody's trying to do is stop the inevitable. This Hebrew man will have his power again. And it ain't that far away. And when he get it again, he'll never lose it again. You understand? Everybody's trying to prolong the inevitable. Power's coming back to the princes of the Most High. You better believe it. You understand? And you compromising Negroes better watch how you're treating the anointed of the Most High. Real talk, man. You dig? The Most High is gonna set his men back in their proper position real soon.
Oh, it's Kimberly Lily. I love you too, sister.
Oh yeah, Kimberly Lily. Yeah, yeah, she grew out Ruben. Ruben Ben Ezra. Oh, good. You from the house of David? That means we family there in Jose. All praises, glory, and honor. This Sherry Mills talking about they both fire. Y'all get out y'all flesh around here, man. We around here trying to get it in. Here you go. You now see. Hey, look, bring that down, Sherry Mills. You dig? You don't need to be lusting like that. That's out of bounds. The Bible don't condone none of that. You understand? And we wouldn't be men of the Most High if we ain't tell you. Sit on back and chill, man. She said, okay, all right, chill on out. All right, let's read, Hebrew. Let's get it done.
In verse 5.
Yeah.
It says, such as found out musical tunes and recited verses in writing. Rich men furnished with ability, living peaceably in their habitation.
Yeah, so we wasn't even no robots. You understand? And we very versed. We the Most High's chosen people. Very versed. Making music and all type of stuff, man. That's all good. You feel me? Rich men furnished with ability. Right? So contrary to popular belief, these heathens didn't civilize us. A lot of you Negroes are celebrating Memorial Day today. You believe it had not the white man came and got us in slavery, we'd have still been picking lice out our ass and swinging from trees like Tarzan. You Negroes actually believe this, man. When it says we were rich, furnished with all type of ability. Y'all actually Google what the world would be like without black people. Google that. You feel me? And it's a long list of facts. You feel me? It's a lot of things that America is used to today. You understand? A lot of things that you look at as a necessity or a convenience had it not been for these so-called sons of slaves. You dig? You wouldn't be able to enjoy something as small as a flat screen TV, a lawnmower, a refrigerator, and many other things. So y'all Google that, what the world would be like without black folk. It'll blow your mind. So these heathens did not civilize us. Learn about your history, man. You are royalty. You the salt of the earth. You the flavor. You the heartbeat of it. Why you think everybody copy you, even in your wickedness? Everybody copies you. That's right. Our home security, all type of stuff, man. All right, let's get it, Hebrew.
Verse 7.
Yeah.
It say, all these were honored in their generations and were the glory of their time.
Right.
There be of them that have left a name behind them, that their praise might be reported.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing today. You understand? Their honor and praise should be reported. How do we forget the men and women that the Most High were using as vessels all throughout world history? Our people. How do we forget that? Come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
And some there be which have no memorial, who are perished as though they had never been.
You see, they were talking about Memorial Day, right? You dig? And look, just to name a few is what we're going over today. And this ain't even everybody. You feel me? This ain't even everybody.
Man. It's
Right?
like you got forefathers that put down a lot of fight. Names ain't even been mentioned.
Ain't even been mentioned. Only in the books of heaven. But not in here. What you have is a summary. A summary of everybody. His brothers that was down that never get mentioned. They never get mentioned.
You never know how hard they went.
Yeah. It's just like even on this the sports type. It used to be a saying, for every Michael Jordan, there's 1,000 bros you never heard of. You understand? But he got reported on. You dig? But not everybody else was just as good. Or even better. You feel me? So consider it an honor. Consider it an honor for you to know in these last days who you are, man. You want to know where it's at in the Bible? It's in the book of Ecclesiasticus or the book of Sirach. Hold it up, people. Out the Apocrypha, which was part of the 1611 King James Bible. All right. Now, if you ain't got the 1611, you can order the Apocrypha right off Amazon. It's like $8. But when the Bible was translated in 1611, the Apocrypha is in her. So we in the book of Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 44. What verse you in?
We in verse 9.
All right, let me get back there real quick. Verse 9. All right, bing, bing, bang. All right, let's get it, Hebrew.
I'm going to read that verse 9 again. It says, and some there be which have no memorial, who are perished as though they had never been, and are become as though they had never been born, and their children after them.
Yeah, that's why it's important to remember what we can when it comes to our history, because there's a whole bunch of brothers and sisters who didn't get mentioned. That's why it's important. They lived through us, man. All right, come on now.
But these were merciful men.
These were what?
Were merciful men.
Right.
Whose righteousness had not been forgotten.
That's right. Come on.
With their seed shall continually remain a good inheritance. For their children are within the covenant.
Yeah, so we need to know who our fathers are, because if the covenant is with our fathers, then it's with who? It's with us.
No doubt.
You need to know you up under a blood covenant. You up under a covenant with the creator of heaven and earth. You need to know that. You need to know that, man. It has you thinking totally different. You vibrate different, you think different, you walk different, you speak different. Everything's different. And when I say different, I mean more righteous. See that? Come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
It say, but thee, okay, right.
Verse 11. No, verse 12.
I've never been forgotten with all these. Okay, verse 12.
Yeah.
Their seed standeth fast, and their children for their sakes. Their seed shall remain forever.
How long?
Forever.
See, these men that are in covenant with the Most High, thousands and thousands of years ago, it says their children will last forever. And that's why, yes, your worst nightmares come true. You feel me? The true descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob have woke up. You feel me? And standing bold in the face of these heathens and letting it be known to the four corners of the earth, we got next.
No doubt.
Come on, Hebrew.
And the glory shall not be blotted out. And that's hard right there. So you know for sure that your work is not in vain, though. When we out here, we doing work, even if it went down to say that you wasn't considered a famous man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Or even to be known, or even to be seen out here. You know what I'm saying? Just the fact of doing the work, being diligent inside the work, that your name won't be blotted out. That's enough to get you out there and at least spit the word. You know what I'm saying? Wake some people up, burn some fruit.
That's right, man. You should be burning fruit all the time. If you a seed that landed on good ground, you ain't got no choice but to be fruitful, man. 30-fold, 60-fold, or 100-fold, but you should be bearing fruit out here, man. Like, you shouldn't be no secret Hebrew. Everybody should know what's going on with you. Everybody. Feel me? Who you talking about? Mally, the Hebrew? Yeah. That's what. That ain't like I'm like this on camera, and then off camera I'm some Steve Urkel nigga. Who was Steve Urkel when he took his glasses off? He was Stefan Arkell Hebrews. Don't be a Stefan Arkell. You understand? and then you just, Steve Urkel in your regular life, twiddling your thumbs, man. You got to live this, man. You got to become this. Because that's what the Most High required. Y'all like that Stefan Arkell? Come on, Hebrew. Let's get her done.
Verse 14 says, their bodies are buried in peace, but their name liveth forevermore.
You see that? That's the type of mark you want to make on this earth, man. Yeah. So even if you die, look, it's like you're not dead. It's like you're not dead, should I say. Because your works that you put down, how fruitful you was, you left children out here, physically and spiritually. You got children out here, man. You spread seeds everywhere. You understand? Everybody that came across you was like, nah, something different about them brothers right there. You know what I'm saying? There's something different about you brothers right there. That's what we talking about, man. So that's why we're going to bring in memory, you understand, the memorial of our fathers, man. You know what I'm saying? Our people been too long not knowing who we are. We don't even know who we are no more. And we think our culture is drinking 40 ounces. That's our culture. We think our culture is gang culture. That's our culture. You understand? Instead of tribe culture. Like we come from the nation of Israel, we different tribes, man. You feel me? Each tribe got its portion, and got its own characteristics and gifts. Why we ain't claiming that? Let's get it, Hebrew.
Verse 15.
That's right, Bobby Thomas. We got to get it together. Come on.
It says, verse 15, the people will tell of their wisdom, and the congregation will show forth their praise. You want to keep on going? Read it all the way out?
Yeah, that right there was verse 15, right? So it's just letting it be known, just right out the gate, these renowned men, these men of power, these merciful men. These men were rich, had all type of ability. You understand? They ruled their kingdoms. You feel me? Like these men names still ring bells to this very day. So what's up with that? Why we not remembering them? But you remember Chris Kyle, the sniper, the famous sniper. Huh? Come on, man. We got to make sure we're bringing into memory and remembering what the Most High has done for us. Like if we ain't doing that, we're doing a major disservice, not only to our generation, but them short leggers behind us, man. Them short leggers behind us. And we got many ways to do it. Through the music. It was some of my brothers that was cold with music. All type of abilities. The Most High didn't just give us one gift, man. We got so many gifts. You understand? We got so many gifts that we influence the world, man. Look, even in our wickedness, you got Chinese rappers, they sagging. Talking about catching bodies in. You understand? Look, that's your so-called influence over the entire globe. Over the entire earth, your influence.
Yeah. And that's one thing I was speaking to a couple of guys about it in a break pitch, man, beside the break pitch, talking to the Israelites. It's like we got the children though. You know, if you really look at it, these heathens did what they had to do to get us away from our own heritage and try to build this place and to embetter their children. But we got their children. In every form of fashion, their children trying to be an Israelite. You're looking at the things that we do. We're great in all things. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Can't be topped by any other nation. Now, all these nations want to do what? They want to be the Israelite. That's exactly what be going on.
Exactly, man. Look, that's in wickedness. How can you imagine all these brothers start standing up, putting everything back in order, and then the women like, oh shit, let us hurry up and do our thing too. You feel me? And then the entire earth starts trying to mimic us in righteousness. Like, look, we heard God is with them. You understand? We need our Heavenly Father to be with us and fight for us as He did in the days of old, man. A lot of people wonder today, like, why I ain't, I don't see no more miracles, and everybody compromising on the word, or everybody trying to bring in Babylonian customs into the Bible. And the Most High, you ain't finna unlock the power of the Most High like that, man. You got to be uncompromising, die hard, ready to get the charge of the Most High done. Once we stand on it, the Bible's the blueprint to our revolution. Once we stand on it, man, you can cancel all this. You cancel all this, man. You feel me? Well, how about we get this done? You feel me? By any means necessary. You know the order you're supposed to play. We shouldn't even have to have 1,000 classes over what men and women supposed to do. You already know. You know what you was created for and the role you was created for. It is what it is, man. Now either you're going to fulfill your purpose that the Most High created you for, or you're going to be put down by him. And that ain't my words. That ain't my words. Them the words of the Heavenly Father. All right, let's go ahead and finish, Hebrew. Verse 16.
Verse 16.
Yeah, let's read about some of these famous men who the Most High went in covenant with.
Verse 16.
Yeah.
It said, Enoch pleased the Lord and was translated, being an example of repentance to all generations.
I trip off that Enoch. You feel me? That big controversy. Some people don't believe he was translated, even though he just read it. No, just read translated. You know, they say the same thing in Hebrews, the 11th chapter about Enoch. You know what I'm saying? And in Genesis chapter 6, the Most High took him and he was found not. He pleased the Most High so much, the Most High Enocked him. Took him from this realm into the next realm. You feel me? He received his spiritual body and everything. He was Enocked. That's what we call it around here. You understand? He pleased the Most High so much, the Most High like translated him. Removed him from one place to the next. See? Because he pleased the Most High. You dig? We're going to talk about what? These famous men, and we're going to remember, since this Memorial Day for the heathen, we're going to remember our forefathers. We're going to remember those that the Most High was dealing with directly, because these men were uncompromising in the Most High's word. All right? When we going to be like that? When we going to be like that? All right? Let not your sins weigh you down, Zion. You dig? You men, stand up and be strong, man. It don't matter. That there is no excuse. It don't matter what you're going through. It don't matter if you going through whatever it is, child support, whatever. Stand up.
Yeah.
Stand up. Your job is to be a prince of the Most High and to push the vibration of the kingdom to come, man. We ambassadors. That's your job. You dig? Whatever else you do is what you do to feed your family. People always love to ask you, what do you do for a living? What is your job? Serving of the Most High is my job. You know what I'm saying? And that never stops. Oh, you want to know what I do to feed my family? Oh, that's a whole nother topic. You understand? But what I do is righteous. You understand? So start asking. If you want to know what I do to feed my family, ask that. But don't come asking me what my job is. I'm going to tell you, servant of the Most High.
No doubt.
That's my job. All right, come on, Hebrew.
Verse 17.
Yeah.
Noah was found perfect and righteous. In the time of wrath, he was taken in exchange for the world. Therefore was he left as a remnant unto the earth when the flood came.
You see, he was found perfect and righteous. You dig? And that's what delivered him in the time of wrath before the Most High destroyed this place, man. Like that, the element that the Most High used to destroy that world was water. This next one is fire. This next one is fire. You understand? Real talk. And we on the verge of that. You see what's happening in Hawaii right now? And look, all that lava spewing out, and they say, look, that ain't even a big explosion. Hawaii will be a lake of fire shortly. If the Most High don't stop that lava from coming up out of there. That deal will be a lake of fire. You see that? The next element that's going to destroy this place is fire. Supernatural fire, man. You see? So you see what delivered Noah in the time of wrath, the same thing will deliver you. But you got to be uncompromising, man. Period. The work got to get done. Set your house in order. That's what the scripture says. Get your house in order. All right? Come on now.
And we definitely got to get to it, because as we can see, it says, therefore was he left as a remnant unto the earth. Now that remnant, we understand for sure wasn't that many people on the earth. We got a lot. If you was down at the award show, we had a lot of Israelites down there. Now that's a difference between them and his who on this ark. That's a remnant. Whoa. Just to do the comparison of remnant and knowing for sure that he's coming back for a remnant this second time, then for sure that's we gotta get it together, Israel.
Here, do me a second. Wouldn't hold that spot right there. Do me second Ezra. Second Ezra 14. Second Ezra 14, 13 through 17. Second Ezra in the Apocrypha. Second Ezra. Second Ezra. We're gonna come right back to the Ecclesiastes. Second Ezra in the Apocrypha. Ezra chapter 14. I need, what is that, 13 through 17? Trip out the command given to Ezra. Trip out the command given to Ezra.
Yes, that's not.
Trip off what the Most High told Ezra. Or Esdras. You feel me? Before the wrath came.
Yeah.
See, the Most High has always been about this, man. It's been a lot of watering down. You feel me? And that watering down on the real is witchcraft. It's sorcery, because your mind ain't focused on what it need to be doing. Like, you thinking like that ain't really, it ain't that bad. You dig? Tez Boo. That's TT Ursha, Tez Boo 100. That ain't nobody business how you feed your family. What that got to do with script. That's right, Sheep, bro. That's right. That's Ursha right there.
All right,
yeah. Shalom. That's our sister that own the barbershop, the salon we be in, on Fridays. That's right, sister. That ain't got nothing to do with these scripts. I'm just saying, if they want to dialogue, what actually do you do to feed your family? Yeah, you right. You mess around and get told what TT just said. Ain't none of your business. Let's get back to these scripts. All right, let's get her done, man. I'm show you the command given to Ezra. Because today, when we come off the way we come out, people be saying, that's kind of harsh, brother. And that's only because you've been Babylonianized. That's the only reason you saying this. That's the only reason you're saying this, because your mind has been overthrown by Babylon, the vibration of Satan. That's the only reason. And the world ain't seen strong Hebrew men in over 2,000 years. It's shocking to most. Like, whoa, you feel me? But just because it's shocking to you don't mean that we got to let up off the gas, man. We have to get this done.
No doubt.
By any means necessary, right? So watch the command given to Ezra, another famous man in the scripture. Another man that was worthy of praise or honor.
Definitely.
Because he didn't compromise. All right? Now you want you brothers stand up and don't compromise. Watch how the Most High establish you. Watch how he establish you. It tells you right in the book of Psalm, he prepares a table for you in the midst of your enemies. He'll prepare a table right in the middle of your enemies. Establish you. See that? Let's get her done. Hey, grab me one of them waters out of there. All right. Right back on that second row. She needs some water back there. All right, Hebrew, let's get it.
We're in Ezra chapter 14 and verse 13.
Yeah.
It says, now, therefore, set thine house in order.
You hear what the Most High, through his angel, was telling Ezra? Hey, set your house in order.
Cheers. And reprove thy people.
And do what to the people?
Reprove thy people.
That's what we're here for.
Conference. Go ahead.
Some of these people, we get mumble mouth and we drop the hammer the way we do. Everybody nervous and scared and doing secret calls. Hey, what's that about me? I don't want to call you. What's that about me? Man, we commanded to do this, man. Set your house in order and reprove your people.
Yeah.
Come on, now.
Comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption.
Renounce what?
Corruption.
Comfort those that be in trouble, and then what? Renounce corruption. Renounce corruption, man. All right, come on, Hebrew.
Let go from thee mortal thoughts.
What kind of thoughts?
Mortal thoughts.
This Babylonian mindset got to go.
Yeah.
It has to go. If you're going to set your house in order, if you're going to reprove your people, if you're going to comfort those that be in trouble, you're going to have to let go of mortal thoughts. Gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. Darkness and light can't dwell together. You cannot mingle Babylonian customs with these scriptures right here. It'll never work. You'll be even more confused. You'll be even more confused. What else does it say?
It says, cast away the burdens of man.
Look at him say this. Clean up the east side and the north side. Yeah, I hate you. We gotta get our people's spirit right first.
Yeah.
All right. Cast away the what?
It says, cast away the burdens of man.
Right.
Put off now the weak nature.
You see, the mortal thoughts is called the weak nature in the Bible. You see that? Mortal thoughts, carnal thoughts. Huh? He tell you renounce corruption, set your house in order, reprove your people. That's a mandate from heaven. And we treat it like, well, technically we ain't got to do that because had this been going, this extra. When you gonna man up and do it? How about that? When you gonna take the bull by the horns, Zion, and stand up and be the man that the Most High created you to be? When you gonna stand up and fulfill your purpose, Israel? Let's read it out.
Verse 15. And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times.
He said, haste thee to flee from these times, man. You should not be in love with this world. You should not be in love with this world. Are you serious? You know how much wickedness is going on? It's so much wickedness going on. If you miss the news one day, you out the loop. That's how much wickedness going on. You see, he say, haste thee to flee from these times. Meaning you should not be comfortable and in love in this place, man. You should not be all, you know what I'm saying, in love with America and celebrating this holidays, and you shouldn't be doing none of that, man. You're supposed to be holy, right? Holy is Kodash in Hebrew, or Kodesh. It means separate. It means actually separated. You're not supposed to be doing what the world's doing. Right? Or if you get an English definition, totally dedicated to one's deity, well, if you totally dedicated to your God, that means you ain't doing what the world is doing. You're separate. You see what I'm saying? By any means necessary, you down with this order. Sounds harsh, don't it? I know. Come on, Hebrew.
It says, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter.
You ain't seen nothing. And this Ezra 2,500 years ago. He said it's gonna be greater evils. You think you done saw evil, it's greater evils coming. And we in the days of gender neutrality, gender selection, posthumanism, transhumanism, pedophilia running rampant, LGBTQZ, homosexuals, metrosexuals. They just coming up with definitions. Whatever lust floats your boat, it's all good, huh? You dig? He told Ezra it's going to be greater evils that come than you have seen. We living in them days. All right, come on, Hebrew.
Verse 17.
Yeah.
For look, how much the world shall be weaker through age. So much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein.
You see that? How much more shall evil increase? You see that? On them that dwell therein. Real talk, man. We got to make sure we standing up, Hebrew. Come on, Hebrew.
For the truth is fled far away, and leasing is hard at hand. For now hasted the vision to come, which thou hast seen.
Let's get on back to that Sirach 44. I sneak in restrooms and steal women's shit and get your ass out of the lobster guy. I don't know where y'all coming from today, but you will get thrown head first about this chat. I'm not playing no games with nobody. I had to kick little Sherry about her too, talking about she like gay people. They do good her. You gotta go. You gotta go. Maybe somebody else would have let you get away with that because you a woman. You gotta go. Ain't playing no games with nobody that's on wickedness. Get the hell up out of here. All right, we back to Ecclesiastes chapter 44. What verse you in, Ruban?
In verse 44, we are in
We in verse
18.
18.
No, we in 19. Well, we in 18.
We in 18. Sirach 44 and 18. We're not playing no games with nobody. Somebody else probably would allow you to stay because you're a woman. Not over here. Women get put in check. We love our women enough to tell them they going off. Sounds like you hate women. Yeah, right. I'm not no sodomite. I love women. You understand? Love them enough to correct them and tell them the truth. And that heifer was on her time. So she want both of us. Like we supposed to be, oh, well. No. That's the old man. Later for that. No wickedness is even allowed. Get that out of here. That's right, sister. So sickening. So sickening. And it is. All right. But we ain't finna play around with it. Maybe some of these mumble mouth Negroes will play with you. You did? Play around with you and say, come on, sister, let's try. Nah, you already know what you're doing is evil. Right? So now all you can do is sit there and listen to the video. You can't comment. The hell off this chat. All right. What we at? Sirach 44 and 18?
Verse 18.
Let's get it.
An everlasting covenant was made with him, that all flesh should perish no more by the flood.
That's right.
Verse 19.
Come on.
Abraham was a great father of many people.
Now we talking about our father Abraham. Somebody else whose name rings bells to this very day. Somebody who's called a friend of the Most High. Why, when in Black History Month come up, nobody mentions Abraham? Nobody mentions Enoch and Noah. Why is that? Huh? Could it be possible that the descendants or the children of the slaves are the direct descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? Could that be possible? Huh? Why we don't bring up Abraham? Somebody who was in covenant with the Most High. What else to say?
It says, who kept the law of the Most High.
Who did what?
Who kept the law of the Most High.
He kept the law of the Most High. Now how he do that before Moses?
No doubt. And was in covenant with him.
Oh, and he was in covenant? Most High made a covenant before Mount Sinai?
He established the covenant in his flesh.
Yeah.
And when he was proved, he was found faithful.
When he was proved, he was found faithful or trustworthy. Most High could trust Abraham. Whenever the Most High tried him, he came out faithful. And he was giving some orders that you wouldn't dare do today. If the Most High told you pack up and move to Yemen right now, you be coming up with all type of excuses. You be coming up with all type of excuses. You feel me? Abraham didn't bat eye. Most High told him leave out of her. Out of her. You understand? Most High told him offer up his son, get it done. What you talking about? Most High told him to cut himself, stick yourself, Tony. What's next? Everything, he just was solid. You understand? Says he was in covenant with the Most High and kept the law of the Most High. To show you the laws of the Most High were in the earth before Moses taught the schoolmaster on Mount Sinai. All right, come on, Hebrew.
Therefore, he assured him by an oath that he would bless the nations in his seed.
And he would bless the who?
The nations in his seed.
Because he did what he was supposed to do. You see that? The gamer. You know this heathen named the gamer? He called us frauds. Ooh, these heathens, boy. Hey, look, if y'all don't deal with us, I got hired at a woman's shoe store. I get to smell hot girls' feet all day. A dream job, stinky feet, and head long. How about that? Keep sniffing them heifers' feet. How about it? Playing no games with nobody today. You don't like the messages coming out, keep it moving. All right. Bang. All right, let's get it moving. Let's get it popping, Hebrew.
It said, I'm gonna read that again. No. I'm gonna read that 21 again. Therefore, he assured him by oath that he would bless the nations in his seed, and that he would multiply him as the dust, and cause them to inherit
as the dust of the earth, right?
As the dust of the earth, and exalt his seed as the stars, and cause them to inherit from sea to sea, and from the river unto the utmost part of the land.
That's why you think it's Israelites everywhere now. Why do you think we scattered to the four corners of the earth? It was based off the covenant the Most High made with Abraham. Bobby Thomas, may the Most High bless you, priest. May the Most High bless you. Bless you and your household. Hallelujah.
Randy Meyer.
Agents. I don't know who you're talking about. But the reason why Israelites scattered to the four corners of the earth, you understand, is because of the covenant the Most High made with Abraham thousands of years ago. You see, so that show you your righteousness. Your righteousness doesn't only affect you, you understand, but your seeds on down the line. You understand? It's like a ripple effect. You ever skip rocks in a lake or something? You know what I mean? You can go ahead and skip throw a rock in the lake, and that ripple, that wave will go all the way over to the other side. You feel me? Your righteousness could ring bells for millenniums. You understand? Or your wickedness. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You feel me? What else we got? Huh?
Verse 22.
Yeah.
With Isaac did he establish likewise for Abraham his father's sake the blessing of all men and the covenant, and made it rest upon the head of Jacob.
Now trip off this. It said with Isaac based off what his father did. You see? See, your children are blessed based off what you do because you train them up. You see that? And as long as they stay on the path, they receive the very blessing that the Most High was blessing you with. That's why the scriptures say train up a child, man. That's why the scripture says that. It does not say raise them. It says train them. This is a war. You understand? When we gonna play it like the war is? All right? Come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
He said, and made it rest upon the head of Jacob. He acknowledged him in his blessings and gave him an heritage and divided his portions among the 12 tribes. Did he part
You
them?
see that? The 12 tribes of Israel, did he part them? You understand? And in these last days, this is what's happening. Prophecy is being fulfilled. Israel is waking back up to who they really are. This is prophetic. Let's grab it real quick. Grab me Isaiah 44. Isaiah 44, verse 4 to 5. Isaiah 44, verse 4 to 5. All this is scripture. All this is scripture. Now, some people be like, you know, that's cute. You read the Bible. Anything but prophecy, huh? What we got going on is either prophetic, either the Most High called this down thousands of years ago, or this is just a coincidence. It's cute you read the Bible. I've heard that before. It's cute you reading the Bible now. It's cute. Or it's what we about to read. What that say, Hebrew? Isaiah 44. Isaiah 44. Hey, remember the deeds of your righteous forefathers, man. These heathens remembering their dominance over you and the rest of the world. Why you won't remember the righteous acts of your fathers? And why don't you rehearse the righteous acts of your God? Why you don't do that? Negro ready to do Passover today. And come up with every excuse. We're in captivity. Now what you keep any commandment for then? Why even strive to be righteous? If captivity is an excuse not to do the commandments, not to be obedient to the Most High, then why are you trying, period? Your soul know better. All right? What that say,
chapter 44, Isaiah 44 and verse 4.
Come on.
It said, and they shall spring up as among the grass, as willows by the watercourse.
See, speaking of a spiritual awakening of the children of Israel. They shall spring up, right? Come on now.
One shall say, I am the Lord's.
One shall say, I am Yahweh's. Come on.
And another shall call himself by the name of Jacob.
You see that? Come on.
And another shall subscribe with his hand unto the Lord and surname himself by the name of Israel.
Now, why would Israel have to do that? Why would the Israelites have to start calling themselves Israelites again and start springing up like grass all over the place? Why is it you can get on YouTube and type in Israelites and there's Israelites everywhere? Even if we all don't come out the same school of thought. Israelites are everywhere. This is either us springing up like grass and understanding we the Israelites, so we start calling ourselves by Israelite names. So this is either prophecy unfolding or this is a coincidence. And the world is yet to see this happen. And why is it that the so-called people who call themselves Jews hold names like Fortenstein, Zuckerberger? There ain't none of this in the Bible nowhere. Huh? Weinstein. Ain't none of that in the Bible nowhere. But they supposed to be the Israelites. See, they doing opposite of what we doing. Prophecy. You understand? And ain't true about this. That's what you're living in. You living nose deep in prophecy, man. And don't nobody want to call it for what it is. Everybody's scared. Let's do Ezekiel 37. Now, Ezekiel 37. Ezekiel 37. Give me 10 through 14. All praise, glory, and honor to the Most High. All praise, glory, and honor. Hey, prepare yourself for the search of your fathers. Prepare yourself for the search of your fathers, man. You understand? Once you realize who you are, it's time for you to take the bull by the horn and be uncompromising. Hey, fall into your position. Fulfill your spiritual purpose the Most High created you for, man, by any means necessary. And we don't care if it makes you mad. Good. At least that'll make you proactive. You'll start trying to do something about it. You may get tight-lipped and try to cuss your brothers out. Niggas, man. Niggas think they better than everybody, man. Niggas ain't righteous. Niggas, I done heard it all. You know what I'm saying? Love you too. But when you done talking, bombs away. Yeah. You ain't playing no games with nobody. Ezekiel 37. Ezekiel 37. All right. Woof. I kind of want to read. Man, start at verse 1, man. Start at verse 1. All right. Start at verse 1 now. We're going to read 1 through 14.
Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 1.
And what you're seeing in these last days is prophecy. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now. You know what I'm saying? I know good and well. I didn't have no desire to read the Bible. You feel me? Until the Most High jarred me away. The Most High jarred me away. First brother I heard spit the scripture had a mouthful of golds. Blew my mind. You understand? Blew my mind. Usually, if I judged a book by its cover, I wouldn't have thought he knew nothing. Wow. You dig? That brother went on to become a beloved brethren of mine. You understand? And may the Most High have mercy on his soul, man. You dig? And we, in a few short years, we kicked it like it was a lifetime. Exactly. You dig? Like straight up, blew my mind. Like, wow. That's the Bible, man. You understand? So we owe it to our God, number one, our power, the Most High. You feel me? And the forefathers that came before us who put their life on the line, man, just so you can have a Bible. Just so you can have a Bible. And even their honor is due to the brothers that woke you up. You feel me? He ain't have to open his mouth. He could have been doing any other thing he wanted to do that day. But just so happened that day, that brother got the roaring. And it jarred me away. Boy, I was like, man, what is going on there? Went and got more information and, because I ain't never been no follower. I had to go do my own research and bump right back into that brother, man. I was like, bro, what's good? Hey, man, hey, you remember? He didn't even remember me. It was just another day at the office for him. I said, boy, that changed my life. You understand? And I ain't stopped since. You talking about over 13 years. 15 years ago when I first heard the truth. I was 21 years old when I first heard the truth. 23 when I put my hand to the plow. And I ain't took it off since. You understand? Like straight up and down, man. So We owe it to our power, our Elohim. We owe it to our righteous forefathers that came before us, and even the people in your life that brought you this, man. Even if they done fell off, the Most High used them to wake you up. You understand? And for that, you forever indebted to that person on that part. You feel me? Even if he done fell off, you shouldn't be like own him like he stole something from you or nothing. When you see him, yeah, let him know, hey man, you're going off. But hey, I'm forever indebted to you.
Respect is there.
Yeah, I'm forever indebted to you. Understand that? You feel me? Because I could have been doing anything else. I did not see me preaching the Bible.
Yeah.
You would have asked me back when I was 18 years old, that boy, hey, you ain't gonna see 3 more years before you full-fledged into the scriptures, maybe 5. I was like, yeah, right. My understanding of scripture was based on mom and them church. You feel me? That never grabbed me. I'm like, anyway, that don't even attract my spirit.
Right.
You understand? But when that word came, oh wait, oh wait, it is what it is. All right. So look, let's get this. Ezekiel 37. We'll start at verse 1.
Ezekiel chapter 37 and 1. It says, the hand of the Lord was upon me,
Yeah,
and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord, and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones.
yeah. This is the sermon Malcolm X gave. Malcolm X gave a sermon about this Ezekiel 37 chapter, the Valley of Dry Bones, and he understood it to mean that this prophecy is about the so-called Negro here in America. He understood that. You understand? Even though he was under the vibration of Islam, you won't see Islam nowhere in this chapter. All right, let's get it, Hebrew.
And caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry.
They were very dry. So we see in the vision, hand of the Most High is upon. He's in a vision. He's in the spirit, and he's seeing a valley of dead bones, and they're dry, and they have no water. They're dead, so there's no life. Right? Who is walking around here in a spiritual slumber? You tell me. Who don't know who they are and still celebrating the 4th of July? Huh? Who right now celebrating this heathen's Memorial Day? Who? All right, come on, Hebrew.
It says, and he said unto me, Son of man,
Yeah,
can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord Yahweh, thou knowest. Again he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. Thus said the Lord Yahweh unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you.
So whoever these bones are, the Most High eventually would resurrect them. Eventually, whoever these bones are, could these bones be possibly you so-called sons and daughters of the slaves in the 12 tribes of Israel scattered abroad? Wherever you may be at. Huh? Could this possibly be you? I mean, think about who else don't know who they are. Who else? Who else make every excuse to be a heathen? Who else? Come on, Hebrew.
It says, thus said the Lord unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. And I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am the Lord.
See, the Most High, whoever this is, the Most High talking about resurrecting them and giving them back life. All right, come on, Hebrew.
So I prophesied as I was commanded. And as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them.
Hmm.
Then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind. Prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus said the Lord Yahweh, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain.
These who?
Slain.
So these dead bones, these dry bones actually have been killed. You understand? Cut off. They tell you in Proverbs 21:16, I believe it is. If you wander out of the way of of understanding, you should remain in the congregation of the dead. Now, this is about a spiritual death that has happened to these people. A spiritual death. You don't have no understanding. You understand? Hold on for a second. Go ahead and talk. Let me have this video. Who that?
To say that they may live. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and they breathed, and their breath came into them, and they lived, and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army. Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are whole, the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say, our bones are dried, and our hope is lost. We are cut off from our parts. Therefore prophesy and say unto them, thus said the Lord God, behold, my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel. And ye shall know that I am the Lord when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of your graves.
Elaborate, Ruben. Right back. I say shalom.
Shalom, shalom, yeah. Most I be with thou. Shalom, baby, bro. All right, shalom, family. It say, and shall put the spirit in you, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. Then shall ye know that I, the Lord, have spoken it, performed it, said the Lord. I'm trying to see where we're gonna go next year. But as we can see for sure that the Most High prophesied unto the bones, and he then resurrected Israel. Yeah, bro, I don't know where you want to
Down to verse 14.
Yeah, I'm down with that 14, but I'm gonna start.
Read from 9 to 14. My bad, family. Had to get them short legs about it. We all good. We all good. Let's go into the dry bones and going into how what you witnessing with the Israelites is actually prophecy. It's prophecy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not a cute little movement. You understand? So naturally, you would get all that brothers being put on hate lists and all that, and certain authorities looking at us. But we ain't blew up no towers. We ain't dropped no bombs. We ain't did no drone strikes. We ain't did none of that. We are simply letting this heathen know that his end is imminent. And that frightens everybody. You understand? So all the prophets of old had prophecies of what was coming, which means this people that is cut off will raise back up. They say, bro, Ruben, hot. You go get you a towel or something? Boy, you sweating like a mug there, boy. Get you towels right there. Get you a towel closet or something. Bro said that bro Ruben hot, Av down. Yeah, that Hebrew hot over here, man. I thought the Ak had it with me, but I had the AC on. I think he do. That bro was out here going hard, man. But yeah, so we're gonna get back to Ezekiel 37, right? Ezekiel 37. We're going to start around verse 9. And this was linking up with that Isaiah 44. This was linking up with that Isaiah 44, verses 4 through 5.
Perspiration.
You understand? It was linking up, showing that it's prophecy. So the fact that we are waking up in these last days and the fact that we actually are talking about our forefathers, you feel me? Righteous men of the Most High who ruled their kingdoms, who were renowned for their power, who were conversing and understanding and counseling, was in the deep prophecies, was cold on the musical instruments, had all type of abilities. You understand? And we talk about famous men such as Enoch, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You feel me? Jacob is the father of the 12 tribes. So then we went to Isaiah 44 and showed in the last days we would start springing up like grass, right? And we would surname ourselves by the name of Israel. That's what you see happening all over social media, all over YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Israel is everywhere, man. Israel is everywhere. So either this is a coincidence or this is prophecy. And nobody can stop it. Not no heathen apologetic, not no Negro apologetic. A lot of you niggas be trying to hold on to Christianity, man. It's sickening. A lot of you Negroes trying to hold on to Christianity. Beyond sickening. And you try to use Paul against the Messiah. Like the Messiah is Paul's master. How are you going to use Paul over the Messiah? How about you just don't understand Paul? How about that? How about that? You're a victim of witchcraft. That's what's going on here. All right. So let's get to Ezekiel 37. Let's read 9 through 14.
Verse 9 again.
Yeah, right on for your generous donation. All praises and glory.
You say, then said he unto me,
yeah,
prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus said the Lord Yahweh, come from the four winds, O breath, that breathe upon these slain, that they may live. So I prophesied as he commanded me.
Yeah.
And the breath came unto them, and they lived.
Come on.
And stood up upon their feet.
Come on.
An exceeding great army.
That's what you're saying. You see that? That's what you're seeing in these last days. They stood upon their feet, an exceeding great army. That's what you're seeing when you see the brothers all out on the streets. You feel me? Teaching classes. You understand? Making music. We are rehearsing the righteous acts of the Most High. Now, you may not like it. It may frighten you. It looks too militant or whatever. But look, an army is going to look powerful. An army ain't there to soothe you Negroes and make you feel comfortable. You don't get comfortable when two people from the army walk in the store. If anything, you get quiet. You be like, oh, dang. He's a leatherneck Marine. You got something to bury that body and bury that body. You know what I'm saying? He's a leatherneck Marine. Like when you see Esau's army or anybody's army for that matter, you naturally get quiet, your back get a little stiff, and you do what? You fear. Because you ought to fear, because that's an army. That's a soldier in somebody's army. You feel me? So what you think is going to be when brothers stand back up? Right? Now, we ain't condoning no monkeying around, you feel me, cussing out our elder women and all that extra. I ain't condoning none of that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell the sisters this. Don't put yourself in a man's place. Don't, what are you doing? You don't run up on Esau's soldiers. You don't run up on no soldier in no army running your mouth. You don't. That's the problem. Get out these men's face, man. That ain't your place as a woman. Be all up in his face. The Bible don't say. The Bible don't say. Get out his face. Because you don't even do this heathen like that in his army. You bring a level of respect, don't you? Yeah. And that's the problem. You don't see the power that this Hebrew man gonna have, so there's no respect. All right? We tell our sisters around here all the time, you see anybody out in the streets teaching, keep it moving. Don't be out there trying to go script for script with no man. What is wrong with you? What's wrong with you trying to go script for script with a man? All right, come on, now, let's get it. An exceeding great army. Come on, Hebrew.
Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel.
These bones are the whole house of Israel. These dry bones, these slain bones that were cut off, that the Most High eventually would pour his spirit out upon in these last days. And they stand up an exceeding great army, the whole house of Israel, the Israelites. You see? And that just is what it is. So this is prophecy. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now. The fact that you've seen Israelites all over the world stand up, that's prophetic. That's prophetic. Brothers that don't even know each other. Brothers that don't even know each other. Had we been in the world, we probably would have never even hung with each other. You understand? Straight up. But we got a bond because we believe in the Most High God, man. We understand who we are as a people, man. You understand? So all praises, glory, and honor. What verse was that? Was that verse
11?
11. Read on down to 14, and we'll get somewhere else. Let's get it.
It says, it said, these bones are the whole house of Israel.
Yeah.
Behold, they say, our bones are dry, and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our parts.
Yeah.
Therefore prophesy and say unto them, Thus said the Lord Yahweh, Behold, O my people,
yeah,
I will open your graves.
I will what?
Open your graves.
That sounds like resurrection to me. You feel me? Physical and spiritual. And that's what's happening when these brothers get raised back up. That's resurrection. Being raised up and being put back into that original order in which you come from. You know what I'm saying? Like operating and vibrating that righteous spirit that the Most High created you for. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, Hebrew.
It's saying, cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel.
Ooh, so we get our land back here because a nation ain't a nation without its own land. We actually are refugees right now. You know what I'm saying? We depose kings. We're refugees. How you a nation and you ain't got land? Well, this spiritual awakening that the Most High got going in these last days, guess what? Israel gets his land back. We get the kingdom, man. All right, come on.
It says, and ye shall know that I am the Lord, when I have opened your grave.
Come on.
O my people, and brought you up out of your graves, and shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land.
That's beautiful, man.
Then shall ye know that I, the Lord, have spoken it and performed it, said the Lord.
Saith Yahweh. You see that? And he say, look, I'm going to give you your land back, but I'm going to put my spirit. You received the Holy Spirit, man. I'm going to put my spirit in you. You talking about the spirit that created the heavens and the earth? The nation of Israel received that spirit again? Ah, yeah, man. That's what that is right there. That's worth living and dying for. That's worth living and dying for. You understand? All praises, glory, and honor to the Most High, owner, possessing, creator of all things. So that's why it's important to remember the righteous acts of the Most High. Matter of fact, let's get that Judges 5. Judges 5, 9 through 11. We're supposed to constantly rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh. Constantly rehearse righteous acts, man. Constantly. Always. Just back to back to back. You feel me? To where you just feel it when you walk around. I had a heathen ask me not that long ago, shit, do you feel the power? I'm like, yes, obviously you do too. She was like, yeah. Then she turned around and told me, she said, she had knew somebody that me and the bros knew. And she said, tell him, this is what the heathen said, no lie. Because when she seen her, she said, oh, you guys the 12 tribes of Israel? He was like, yeah. You dig? And then she ended up knowing somebody that the bros ended up knowing. And she said, well, tell him I'm the dog that will eat the crumbs from his table. Have a nice day. And she said, shalom. I said, oh, okay. Okay, all praise. You feel me? A lot of you mumble mouth Negroes get mad at that. I didn't make her say that. She knew who we was. She understood that Christianity was false and everything. And then she asked about a certain elder. She asked about a certain elder in Israel. Like, yeah, we know what you're talking about. She said, well, tell him I am the dog that would eat the crumbs from his table. You feel me? She had a little daughter out there and everything. Her daughter was like, yeah, you dig? And she walked off and said, Shalom. I'm like, wow, how could I be mad at her? How could I be mad at her? She understands what it is. Yes, really. No, that's not a lie. That just happened about 3 weeks ago to me. About 3 weeks ago that happened. I was like, wow, man. Man, do you feel the power? I say, wow. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. You dig? All right, so let's get Judges 5:9-11. We must rehearse the righteous. Will y'all see some heathen on it or something? Her Derek Whiteside's out of here. Derek Whiteside. Okay, somebody in here tripping. Shut 3. Oh yeah, you've been voted off the island, Jack. Whoever you is, Derek Whiteside. You must be saying something blasphemous. Our moderators ain't playing today. If they like Mally chop them, you getting chopped. All right. Judges 5:9-11. Judges 5:9-11, Hebrew.
Judges chapter 5, verse 9.
Yeah.
Say, my heart is toward the governors of Israel.
See, the governors are the leaders. The governors of Israel, man. You so-called leaders and teachers, you feel me, of these various assemblies and all that, you held to a higher standard, man. When you're done talking, you held to a higher standard. You understand? And always remember, attitude reflect leadership. Attitude reflect leadership. Always remember that. As a king is, so is his subjects. So if you've seen a whole bunch of madness going on, well, maybe because you ain't established order. You ain't dropped the hammer. You feel me? More than likely, that's what that is. Right? Notice he say, toward the governors of Israel, toward these leaders, towards the ones the Most High has put in charge, man, to get this work done. Like Paul told Timothy, what you heard about me among many witnesses, the same commit to faithful men, trustworthy men who could teach others also. You see that? We got to get this done, man. All right, let's read, Hebrew.
It says, towards the governors of Israel that offered themselves willingly among the people.
Yeah.
Bless ye the Lord.
Offer themselves willingly among the people. Willingly. You feel me? That mean they arms ain't tied behind their backs or none of that. You dig? You willingly do this because you love to please your power, man. You see that? Let's read.
Speak ye that ride on white asses, ye that sit in judgment and walk by the way, they that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing water. There shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord.
You see that? Like after destruction, you understand? Certain things go down. That's when we tend to start trying to remember how the Most High has been merciful for us, or to us, should I say. And it shouldn't take all that. It shouldn't take for destruction to happen. You barely get away by the skin of your teeth. You understand? For you to be rehearsing the righteous acts of the Most High. You understand that? We're supposed to be doing it all the time. Rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh, man. Remember his mighty acts that he have done for us. How we gonna forget? This heathen call this their Memorial Day, but we ain't remembering none of our righteous forefathers. You feel me? And there's an agenda behind that. There's an agenda behind you not remembering. Always remember that. There's an agenda behind that. They don't want you to remember because in doing that, you link back in with the creator of heaven and earth and you tap back in to your power, meaning your God. Elohim means God or power. You see, you tap back in to the power that created heaven and earth. That's why nobody wants you to remember. That's why everybody say, oh, just forget about it. Slavery was so long ago, forget about it. You understand? When we talking about the biggest identity theft and the biggest transfer of human cargo in the annals of world history, you black gold Negro started the stock market. Your flesh. They had insurance policies, balance sheets, and all that drawn up because of these slave ships, man. You were the original commodities that started the stock market, that started Wall Street. When you done talking, you see, when you gonna take your rightful place back in this earth? When you gonna be uncompromising, no matter who get mad?
See, that's the thing. I believe more of our people are scared more than anything.
That's right.
I'll be talking about let's just not worry about the things that happened in the past. You know what I'm saying? That's like a fear, you know, because they first seeing back when we was getting beat down. You know what I'm saying? They feared that, to be honest. That fight, you know what I'm saying? But that fight ain't for us to fear. Because when you got the faith to understand the Lord is our power, then we don't have that as a fear.
That's right.
We're supposed to go out like that. That's the way. If we going out, then that's the way we want to go out.
That's right.
I definitely don't want to get caught up in a crip of blood bullet. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get caught up with
I feel you.
I don't.
God forbid, man.
Yeah.
God forbid that, man. I'm cool on trying to go out on some crossfire, some gang war or something like that. That's whack. I'm cool on all that. You understand? I'd rather go out back. I'd rather these heathens drop a hellfire missile on me.
Hey, straight
you
up.
You feel me? Because I was that much of a threat. Because I believed in the Most High God, man. And die from a brother that was wearing the opposite color, man. That is, man, look, you made no mark on this life if that's the case. They'll forget about you after a few blunts. It's over.
Yeah.
It's over. They may hang a couple teddy bears up on the light pole or whatever and tie a little red rag around that deal. You feel me? The city of St. Louis will be cleaning that light pole off in less than a fortnight. Man. Your whole memorial was over. You see that? So I feel you. That's the thing. Our people are scared, but according to 2 Timothy 1:7, the Most High ain't gave us a spirit of fear. And that's for you Christian Negroes are scared to stand up in this hour. I thought, and look, that's New Testament. I thought the Most High ain't gave us a spirit of fear. Then what's the problem? You can't talk to Massa like that. You can't talk to Master Charlie like that. Since when? Since when? You see, you scared, man. It's a documentary. It was a movie. I call it a documentary. It was a movie that was on YouTube. I watched it a few years ago. It may still be on there, but it's about Denmark Vesey. Denmark Vesey. Yeah, same. And for y'all that don't know who that is, he had a revolution 50 years before Nat Turner. Yeah. His name was Denmark Vesey, right? And he was one of the brothers that actually founded that church down in Charleston, South Carolina. They got shot up by that white boy. Dylan Storm Roof. Remember that white boy came into the assembly and shot up a whole bunch of Christian Negroes, killed like 9 of them. And then the police took them to Burger King. That very church was founded by Denmark Vesey and a few other brothers. You know what I'm saying? Back like in the 1700s, man, because Nat Turner was in 1831. So it's like the late 1700s, man. Now, at this time, when you watch the movie, they had it where they had like wooden sidewalks, right? And if you was a bro and you was walking down the sidewalk, if there was a white man coming, you and your family had to jump off the wooden sidewalk into the mud until he finished walking by, right? But Denmark was so bold, man, he made crackers get off the wood. And he made him get off the, I ain't getting off the sidewalk. You know what I'm saying? He was that powerful, you dig? So he went up into the church, right? He went up in there and a whole bunch of Negroes was in there, but Denmark, we be slaves. And he was like thinking like that, you deserve to be. And he used to always read them He used to always read them Joshua, chapter 1, verse 7 through 8. Be strong and very courageous. You feel me? Denmark Vesey, man. There's a lot of brothers that, you know what I'm saying, you heard from Nat Turner, but there was a lot more brothers that stood up as well.
Yeah, it was.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got to realize, man, if it ain't in your spirit, it just ain't happening. And the brother stood up. You understand? And of course, no man to save us, you dig? But the fact that these brothers stood up and refused to bow, man. You understand? That spirit is back times a million because we rocking with the Most High God, man. And that scared folk. That scares them. All right. Well, was you done with that? Rehearsing the righteous act, verse 11. Verse 11. Read that one more time.
No, I ain't done with that. It said, I'm going to start it over there.
What you say is a Nat Turner documentary on Netflix. I'm finna watch it. Let me see that. Come on, Hebrew, let's get
verse 11. Yeah. I'm going to start that again. It say, they that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, even the righteous acts towards the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates.
Yeah, after destruction, we're going to rehearse the righteous acts of the Most High. That's what we need to start doing, man. Rehearsing the righteous act. What we're going to go into next, we're about to show what happens when you fail to remember. The flip side of that is you forget. Right? So let's get Judges, the second chapter. Let's show at a time in our history where the Most High had blessed us, put our enemies down. You know how we do. A little music get to playing, a little liquor get to flowing. We get comfortable and then we forget. And we forget what the Most High has done for us. All right? So we're going to go to Judges chapter 2. Matter of fact, started verse 1. I'm getting to this. Judges, the second chapter. Judges, the second chapter. Yeah, we're going to start at verse 1. Judges chapter 2, verse 1. This is what happens when you don't rehearse the righteous acts of the Most High. You feel me? You as a parent or parents were ordered by the Most High God to train up your children for the reason that they would not depart from him. If they depart from him, that means they forgot him. You see what I'm saying? They done forgot who their maker is. And that's because you were busy trying to be their friend and not their master, not their parent. You've been put over your children. You understand? Like you're responsible for them. You men, you have been put over your women and children. You're responsible for them. It is what it is. All right. So let's get this Judges chapter 2. This is what happens. This is what happens when we forget. When we forget the Most High. All right. Judges the second chapter. All right. Start at verse 1 for me.
Judges chapter 2 and verse 1.
Yeah.
And an angel of the Lord came up from Gilgal to Boshim and said, I made you to go up out of Egypt and have brought you unto the land which I swear unto your fathers.
So the Most High sent an angel or a messenger to the Israelites, you feel me, who started compromising, who took their hands off the wheel and had to bring them back into remembrance. You remember when the Most High delivered y'all out of Egypt? You know your history because your parents taught you. Huh? Come on, Hebrew.
No. I have brought you up into the land which I swear unto your fathers, and I said I would never break my covenant with you.
Right.
And ye shall make no league with the inhabitants of this land.
We're not supposed, in other words, we're supposed to remain separate or remain holy. We're not supposed to be making covenants with these heathens. You understand? Like, how are you going to be a strong nation making all these different covenants with these heathens? Giving your sons and daughters over to heathens? How? You understand? And we got every right to be separate. We're a holy people. We got every right to be separate, man. And we don't owe nobody an explanation for it. Everybody want to get offended because now we stand up and we talking about separation, being righteous. being holy. No, you can't have my sons and daughters. No. That scare people. They be like, oh my God. Come on, Hebrew.
Ye shall throw down their altars.
Yeah.
But ye have not obeyed my voice.
See what the Most High say? You were supposed to come in the promised land and destroy every place of worship where they worship their gods at. And you wonder why we go so hard on these pagan days. That's a mandate from heaven. And I ain't went that hard. I ain't set the Christmas tree on fire. You feel me? I was telling somebody the other day, look, my orders ain't nowhere near as harsh as my Lord's. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk, we supposed to tear their altars down, man. Ain't no respect for no other God. Period. Period. Come on, Hebrew.
He says, why have ye done this? Wherefore I also said, I will not drive them out from before you, but they shall be as thorns in your side.
Because you ain't keeping order. See, you see how important every story where Israel fell off, there's a common denominator. They didn't establish the order that God commanded. They got lazy. You feel me? They start getting complacent. You understand? And those most I say, oh, you ain't keep my charge. Well, these very nations are gonna be a thorn in your side. Meaning you're gonna have enemies. You feel me? They're gonna be a problem for you. These very nations that you ain't put down when I told you to put them down, they're gonna be a problem. It's the God of the Bible. And everybody's scared of now. And everybody's scared of. All right, come on, Hebrew.
It says, wherefore I also said I would not drive them out from before you, but they shall be as thorns in your side, and their gods shall be as snare unto you.
And their gods, their religions, their philosophies, and all that shall be a snare unto us, because we didn't keep the original order that the Most High commanded us to keep. You see that? You see how important it is for you men to stand up and drop the hammer out here? Stop being so weak. If not, these heathens will be a thorn in your side? Ain't these heathens thorns in our sides to these very day? Huh? You can't tell me this so-called oppressor and a thorn in your side. They out here riding herd in St. Louis. They was on something today, boy. I seen so many cops today. It was ridiculous, man. And I just went right down the street to buy my short leg of some shoes. They all over the place. And it kept echoing in my head. These nations are a thorn in your side, man. They gods are a snare, a trap. All right, come on, Hebrew.
And it came to pass, when the angel of the Lord spake these words unto all the children of Israel, that the people lifted up their voice and wept, and they called the name of that place Bochim, and they sacrificed there unto the Lord. And when Joshua had let the people go, the children of Israel went every man unto his inheritance to possess the land.
Yeah.
And the people served the Lord all the days of Joshua, and all the days of the elders that outlived Joshua.
Now you see that? Because those men were uncompromising, man. You couldn't came up in there with no false God. You've been put to death. You couldn't have been no rebellious runaway wife in daytime. You'd have been put down. You couldn't have been no woman that was kidnapping children. You couldn't even switch ranks and went and hollered at another nation for help. You see, that would have been treason. Real talk, man. But see, you see what happens when the men stand up and establish what it is and be uncompromising, then it's peace. Because everybody know what they can do and what they can't do. Everybody knows at that point. That's what we talking about, man. Stand up and establish the order. When Joshua, you feel me? As long as Joshua was living and the elders after him, it was all good, right? It's only after them to where everybody started getting, good. I'm glad them old niggas dead. Cool. Start doing what they wanted to do, man. Things and everything went off. All right, come on, Hebrew.
That outlived Joshua, who had seen all the great works of the Lord that he did for Israel. And Joshua, the son of Nun, the servant of the Lord, died being 110 years old.
Mm.
And they buried him in the borders of his inheritance in Timnath, in the mount of Ephraim, on the north side of the hill Gosh. And also all that generation were gathered unto their fathers. And there arose another generation after them, which knew not the Lord, nor yet the works which he had done for Israel.
See, they didn't rehearse the righteous acts. When all the stand-up men and elders died, you understand? There'll rise up a whole nother generation. But that's only possible if we're not constantly rehearsing the righteous acts of the Most High. That's the only way that's possible. You understand? To where people start bringing their own opinions in and doing what they want to do. That's the only way that's possible. People do what they want to do. All right? And then Israel slip off again. What else to say?
He said, and the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord and served Baalim. And they forsook the Lord Yahweh of their fathers, which brought them out of the land of Egypt, and followed other gods of the gods of the people that were round about them. And they bowed themselves unto them and provoked the Lord to anger.
You see that? That's what happened. Now, remember he said their God shall be a snare, and the nations that you ain't get rid of, you understand, a thorn in your side. That's what happens, man, when you get comfortable. We ain't in the kingdom yet. Why your foot off the gas? What you hitting the brake for? We ain't in the kingdom, man. We are not in the kingdom that was promised to us. We need to be pedal to the floor, full throttle. You understand? Who, what, where, when, and how. We will call the police the situation as men. Police it, man. Other than that, wickedness will happen on your watch. And in the end, you gonna be accountable for it, man. We read the scripture where it say, if the watchman see if the sword come, and he don't warn the people, you feel me? We see the sword coming. And our job is to warn our people, man, hurry up and get this together. You understand? But I'm gonna tell you this, your blood won't be on my hands. Your blood will not be on Maccabee hand, because I'm gonna yell it and tell it, you understand, until the Most High take me up out of here. Establish this order. And you see what happens when we don't. When we get comfortable, Israel start being evil. Israel's like a child. Israel's like a little child that you got to constantly correct. Constantly. You feel me? You got to constantly correct Zion, man. If left to himself, if left to his own opinion, Israel would destroy himself. Israel's like a little child, man, that know better but won't do better. So for those that the Most High put that fiery spirit on, it's your job to constantly get on Zion, man. They ain't gonna like you. They gonna cast out your name as evil. They gonna get tight-lipped. Love them anyway. Love them anyway and tell them the truth. The time for the funnies is over. All right, come on, Hebrew. What it say? Hold your spot. You in verse 13.
And they forsook the Lord and served Baal and Ashtaroth.
Ashtaroth. That's where you get Easter from. That's where you get Easter from. That's the old Babylonian Phoenician goddess Ashtaroth. And Baal. Baal and his consort Ashtaroth, who they call the Queen of Heaven, who they call the Virgin Mary today. Yeah. In the Catholic Church, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, who is the sacrifice for your sins? That's why they say Hail Mary. Mary ain't nothing but a rewrapped Ashtaroth from the ancient world. You feel me? When they have them Catholics saying Hail Mary and all that, yeah. Yeah, that's where they get it from. They go back to Ashtaroth or Astarte or Minerva or Diana. You feel me? Or that heifer in the harbor of New York. You call the Statue of Liberty. Huh? Or that so-called Mary that they worship up in the Catholic Church. That ain't our mother Miriam in the scriptures. All right, come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
It says, and the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel, and he delivered them into the hands of spoilers that spoiled them, and he sold them into the hands of their enemies.
That's what happened here. Because you forget. You don't remember, you forget. And then you start being a heathen, and the Most High say, I'm angry at mine. I'm selling them. I'm allowing, in other words, he's going to put a spirit in the earth that allow these heathens to become stronger than you and put you in subjection. Even though you the one that's supposed to be the head. You are their masters.
No doubt.
Now that irks me at times, man. I'll be like, man, this is my servant. How the hell is this? But I got to remember it's prophecy, man. We are actually the lords over these nations, man. We are. We are. We actually are their lords. Sound tough, don't it? Ouch. But we done went against the Most High, so we allowed these heathens to conquer us, man. And that hurt, bro. Sometimes I can't even take it. I be like Ezra and Ezra, he say, behold, Most High, these heathens who have ever been reputed as nothing have began to be lords over us. How long shall this be? That be my prayer all the time to the Most High. Like, how in the world are these dogs ruling us, man? Oh, come on, Hebrew.
Yeah, bro. Hey, bro. That bro Uzziah.
What was that? Uzziah?
Yeah, that bro wanna know what script. We in the Judges 2, bro, and going into verse 15.
Look at 2:2. Shanae Yasha Allah.
Verse 15.
Yeah, we in Judges chapter 2, verse what?
15.
Verse 15. We going over, these heathens had a Memorial Day. So we were remembering the righteous forefathers, our righteous forefathers, man. It did remembering and rehearsing the righteous acts of the Most High. You understand? Because if we don't remember, if we don't push this vibration out here, then the opposite of that is to forget. And we read now where Israel forgot, the Most High sold us in the bondage, man. Very hot at us. You see? Because we forgot. It's time to stand up. It's time to stand up, Hebrews. Right? Fulfill the spiritual role the Most High has called you to be. Fulfill your purpose. Fulfill your purpose. All right? Let's get it, Hebrew.
Verse 15.
Look at 2. You see what she said? Look at that. That's what's up, she.
That's all praise.
May the Most High bless your hands. All praises.
Whithersoever they went out, the hand of the Lord was against them for evil, as the Lord had said, and as the Lord had sworn unto them, and they were greatly distressed.
Whew, man. Come on, Hebrew.
Nevertheless, the Lord raised up judges.
Hold on, the Most High did what?
Raised up judges.
The Most High raised up and resurrected judges. Meaning he put a spirit out there to set this thing back in order. And you better believe it was a whole bunch of Israelites mad and mumble mouthing. Huh? See, when it get too far gone, the Most High gonna put that spirit back out there like, hey, warn them from me.
No doubt.
Who get mad? May the Most High bless you, Uzziah. Your generous donation, brother. May the Most High bless you. You dig? Look, the Most High gonna raise up judges, officers, all that in this last hour. You feel me? Because some of us ain't gonna sleep. Some of us don't sleep. It's just what it is, man. Because the Most High done called us, man. He done called us to do a work out here. So once so much for being alone, the Most High gonna put that spirit out there, that vibration, raise somebody up. Say, you know what? Enough is enough. It's time to drop the hammer. Yeah, your people gonna be mad at you. Yeah, they're gonna be mad. They're gonna be angry. They're gonna be tight-lipped. Everybody be, who that nigga think he is? He think he the leader. Whatever. We gonna get this work done. because the Most High commanded us. All right, hallelujah. Right on, Thomas Israel. Let's read, Hebrew.
Verse 16, it said, nevertheless, the Lord raised up judges, which delivered them out of the hand of those that spoiled them.
You see that? So these judges wouldn't judge Joe Brown. You feel me? These judges in Israel were actually warriors as well. You see? Spirit of the Most High God was on them. Brothers like Gideon, straight judge. Brothers like Samson, judge. These brothers was head busters, man. They wasn't playing with nobody. Playing with nobody. That's how we got to be in this last hour, man. Stand up. Take the bull by the horn and drop the hammer. Because our works have not been found perfect with the Almighty. That's why. We got comfortable in this Israelite movement. Everybody just diddly do neighbor. You think you good because you know what day the Sabbath day is. And you don't eat no pork no more. The bus stops. Put him on the shelf. He's been retired. Come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
It says, and yet they would not hearken unto their judges, but they went a whoring after other gods and bowed themselves unto them.
Yeah.
They turned quickly out of the way which their fathers walked in.
You see that? They turned quickly. You don't want to listen. That's what happened. Most High raised up a spirit. He established the order. And then you say, I ain't got to listen to you. I won't do what I want to do. Right? They said right there, they would not hearken to their judgment, but they went a whoring after other gods. Israel love all these strange philosophies. You understand? You look up, you be over there repeating the I Ching. Watch yourself, man. All right, come on, Hebrew.
It says, obeying the commandments of God, but they did not so. And when the Lord raised them up judges, then the Lord was with the judge.
See, Most High gonna be with you. If you stand up and drop the hammer and establish the order, the Most High gonna be with you because you uncompromising. If you've been compromised, but that's not the spirit of the Most High. You've been compromised. That means you can be bribed. Somebody can pay you off and have you pervert judgment. This Most High is gonna be with those that stand up, man. All right, come on, Hebrew.
It says, and deliver them out of the hands of their enemies all the days of the judge. For it repented the Lord because of their groaning, by reason of them that oppressed them and vexed them.
No doubt, because Israel a crowd. Israel, I told you, like a little child, man. Don't know what to do, but don't do it. Then get in trouble.
Yeah.
And cry out like help. And the Most High as a merciful parent, man. Most High is a merciful father. You dig? We cry too much, and he gonna open up. But he's gonna put the spirit on leaders to get you together. That's what it is, man. He gonna put the spirit on certain leaders to get you together. You dig? And he gonna be with them because they're uncompromised. They're gonna execute his charge by any means necessary. That's what we need in this hour, man. We don't need no soft shoeing. We don't need no salsa dancing. Put your boots on and man this front line. That's what we need. All right, come on, Hebrew.
Verse 19.
Yeah.
And it came to pass, when the judge was dead, that they returned and corrupted themselves more than the father.
You see this? Look, you notice the habit here? It's a cycle. The Most High raise up those that's going to establish order. You dig? While they ruling, everything is all good. Everything's running in order like a well-oiled machine. And then soon as this brother get put in that sepulcher in that grave, yes, he's dead. Back to wickedness. Israel is a little child, man. That's the mindset we have. We know better, we don't do better, and when we find ourselves jammed up, we cry. Cry out. Come on, Hebrew.
It says, in following other gods to serve them and to bow down unto them, they cease not from their own doings, nor from their stubborn way.
Mm.
And the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel.
It was what?
It was hot against Israel.
That's the second or third time we read that in this chapter. Most High get angry at us, man, because we so soft and weak. You know what I'm saying? We love to be evil, man. We're wise to do evil. And the Most High get angry at us, like, oh yeah? Okay, come on.
It's verse 20. And the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel, and he said, because that this people had transgressed my covenant, which I commanded their fathers, and have not hearkened unto my voice, I also will not henceforth drive out any from before them of the nations which Joshua left when he died.
See, I'm saying, me, like the nation's gonna be a snare to you, a thorn in your side, man. Because y'all refuse to do what's right, these nations is gonna torment you and oppress you. This ain't nothing new. When we look in America today, and these heathens can just pull up and body us, and we get shot through. They get a job well done, start a GoFundMe, get about $3 million. They all good. And you keep wondering why. You have forgotten your maker. That's why. We've always been like that, man. We are little children when it comes to the worship of our God, man. We are. It's a sad thing. The Most High shouldn't have to keep telling you what it is. You understand? At what point do you mature and say, you know what, enough's enough? I'm tired of getting a whooping. Tired of getting handled like this.
Yeah.
You dig? And the deep thing about the Most High is, man, if you go too far, he'll kill you. So he'll put you right in there. He'll cash your chips in. You see? This is nothing to play with. So how about we rehearse the righteous acts of the Most High and remember our righteous forefathers who put their neck on the line just so you can have a Bible today, man. And before that, how about we remember the covenant by which we were bought and remember and rehearse the righteous acts of the Most High? How about we do that? How about we do that? Once we do that, that's when you'll see peace. The scriptures say, blessed are the peacemakers. Well, how do you make peace? Speaking in your inside voice. Come on, brothers. Diddly do, neighbors. How do you establish peace if you ain't establishing order? How does the white man make peace? He established order. Anybody to get out of box, guess what? He puts you in a box. Yeah. You make peace by establishing order. Law and order. That's the only way you're going to have peace. Other than that, it's going to be chaos. It's going to be beyond chaos. Finish that off, Hebrew. Finish that off. We got a few more scriptures.
It says in verse 22, that through them I may prove Israel, whether they will keep the way of the Lord to walk therein, as their fathers did keep, or not.
That's why these nations are allowed to be a thorn in your side.
No doubt.
They there to prove us. They there to prove us. What you gonna do when the heat on you? You gonna keep the ways of the Most High? You gonna keep the ways of the Almighty? Or you gonna be like your rebellious fathers? What you gonna do? That's the question. Choose ye this day whom ye shall serve. What you gonna do? All right, come on now.
Therefore the Lord left those nations without driving them out hastily. Neither delivered he them into the hand of Joshua.
Let's get Deuteronomy 32 real quick, 39 through 43. You need to know something about the Most High. We got a few quick hitters, and then we're gonna read like Psalm 105 because that's a beautiful psalm or song about us being in covenant with the Most High and us forgetting the Most High on this Memorial Day, huh? While you Negroes are saluting troops, or saluting veterans, barbecuing swine, remembering this heathen's dominance over you and everybody else on this earth, but you don't remember men like Abraham. You don't remember men like Isaac and Jacob. Before them, you don't remember the Messiah. You don't remember the disciples. You don't remember the prophets. Your people who have to put their lives on the line, man. John the Baptist's head was cut off. Trip off that. Because he spoke the truth. His head was cut off because he spoke the truth. The Messiah was executed because he spoke the truth, man. You see that? And had not these things happened, you wouldn't be able to go to a store such as Family or Dollar Tree. I won't say Family Dollar or Dollar Tree and get you a Bible for $1. Ain't that something? Your history is readily available to you, Zion. It's right here. And we just look at it like it's nothing. This is serious business here. Serious business. I think Deuteronomy 32. Deuteronomy 32. 39 through 43. And we need to remember this on Memorial Day, right? We need to remember how our God is. You was gonna say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you know, when we went to war, and a lot of times we was going to war, that our forefathers, the leaders of those wars, was strengthening the people, encouraging faith by remembering the things that our forefathers did, or the things that the Most High had did for our forefathers. Mm-hmm. So it was still a thing of remembering things of went on in the past, or things of our forefathers, and giving faith and strength. You know what I'm saying? For us to continue in wars. So definitely, it was still some of that going on, and remembering the history, remembering the memorial of things that went on in our past.
What to say, female feet sniffer? Yeah, you finna get thrown head first about this check. We ain't playing with nobody. If you off, you getting hit. Nobody. Thank you, my sister, for your generous donation, Sister Kimberly Lilly. All praise, glory, and honor. Wickedness in the chat get gone. That's right.
Zebediah Boaz.
What's Zebediah? He on there?
Shalom.
Zebediah Boaz, what up, bro? You need to get up out your flesh. Yeah, that's the Isaiah. You hear the Hebrew and all that folk tribe music and other music out there. Yeah. Hebrew stepped his game up on beats too, boy. That brotherly love, huh, Zeb? All right, let's get it. Let's get it going. Let's do Deuteronomy 32, because you need to bring in the memory of how your God is and how he moves, man. The Most High is not playing any games out here. Establish order by any means necessary. All right, come on, bro.
Deuteronomy 32 and verse 39.
We just finished reading about Judges. We just finished reading about Joshua. You understand? These are men that got a charge from the Most High and they executed, man. Then Israel had peace. So that's what I'm asking. Where are the stand-up brothers at? Where are the stand-up brothers at? Where are the virtuous daughters at? Where the Proverb 31 women at? What the bro call them P31s? Where they at? Where the stand-up men? You understand? We read earlier about powerful men who ruled their kingdom, let alone their house. Who was uncompromising, man. You understand? Who had a rule, who was renowned for their power. You know what I'm saying? You can never be that, man, being noodle back. You can never be that. You can never be that being scared of your woman. You can never be that, man. And that's the role the Most High called you. The Most High called you as a Hebrew man. You feel me? To straight be a vessel of the Most High God, man. You understand? To put it down out here. Again, that scares folk. But hey, P31 on deck, huh?
P31 on deck.
That's that Cali life, huh? I ain't mad at you. I hear you, but you know I'm gonna hold you to it now, right? I'm gonna hold you to it. You claim you P31, you about to get held to it. Hallelujah, my brother Uzziah. Hey, all praises, man. And all we all is vessels. Yeah. And we're gonna be uncompromising vessels at that. We don't care who get mad, who don't like it. It is what it is. All right. Where you at, Hebrew? Deuteronomy 32.
Verse 39.
Yes, sir.
See now,
yeah,
that I, even I, am he and there is no God with me. I kill.
I who?
I kill.
You need to know this about your God, man. He said, I kill. Go ahead.
And I make alive.
I kill and I make alive. Come on.
I wound.
I who?
I wound.
Come on.
And I heal.
Wow. I kill. I make alive. I wound. And I heal. That's the Most High. You need to know that. See, once you know how you operate and how you get down, you are clear on how you can move and how you can't move. It's clear after that. You be like, oh yeah, I can't do that. Nah, I'm good. You understand? Nah, I can't support that. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Or you can be like, oh yeah, the Most High allowed me to do that. I can make that happen. You feel me? But the fear of the Most High is beginning of wisdom, and once you fear Him, that means you got beyond respect for Him. You understand? To where you like, well, look, I know He's looking. I can't do that. I can't do that. That means you're considering, is this move going to make my Father happy or not? Before anything you do, that's what you consider. This move gonna make my Father happy, yay and nay. Oh wait, all right, come on now. 39 to 43, 39 to 43.
It said, neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
Yeah.
For I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever. If I wet my glittering sword.
Wet means to sharpen. You know? If I wet my glittering sword. Come on, Hebrew.
And my hand take hold on judgment. I will render vengeance to my enemies. And will reward them that hate me.
You see what the Most High talking about? He's the perfect judge. The Most High all about that face-to-face payback. He said, I will reward him to his face. Man. But that's powerful. You need to know. You got way more respect. If you had a God, you can just hawk a loogie up from the mist, from the bottom of your belly and spit in his face and get away with it. You'll never respect him. You need to know how serious he is. You need to know the Most High ain't playing with you. You need to know that. You need to know every bit of it. That way, you feel me? You can understand, like, all right, how about I walk circumspectly out here? How about that? How about that? If I don't walk circumspectly, I'm done. I'm finished out here. That's what the Most High ain't got no problem finishing nobody. You can read about that all throughout the scripture. He didn't finish so many Hebrews. It's ridiculous, man. Talking about laying brothers down for their wickedness. You see? All right, come on, Hebrew. Down to 43. What verse you want?
We're in 42.
Okay.
He said, I will make my arrows drunk with blood.
Oh, he said what?
I will make my arrows drunk with blood.
I will make my arrows drunk with blood. Huh? I see why most of y'all scared of that Old Testament, boy. You did. And how most of y'all scared of Revelation. Because the same type of talk in Revelation. Same exact talk. Come on, Hebrew.
And my sword shall devour flesh.
Ooh.
And that with the blood of the slain and of the captives from the beginning of revenges upon the enemy.
Boy, I remember the first time I read that, boy, I about dropped the Bible, bro. I couldn't believe that was in there. I couldn't even believe it. I said, nah, that's what I'm talking about. But he said, boy, I wound and I heal. I kill and I make alive. If I sharpen my sword, I'm gonna make my blade drunk with blood.
When they Deuteronomy 32.
But that puts you in the right mindset of what? How about I never disrespect him?
No doubt.
How about I never disrespect him? Period. Well, my sister say it's real out here. Yeah. Yeah. It's very real. All right, read on down to 43. You in 43?
43.
Come on.
Rejoice, O ye nations, with his people, for he will avenge the blood of his servants.
And you so-called Gentile heathens that want to serve our God, the scripture said you better rejoice with his people. You better rejoice with us. You better look out for us. Huh? Peace shall be to those that love Jerusalem. Huh? But the Most High is going to revenge his people, man. The greatest crime in the annals of world history has happened to this people. You understand? And you heathens, even though we were sold into your hand, you went overboard. The Most High said, I just was a little displeased. Like you went overboard. You helped forward my affliction. In other words, when you got us, you try to wipe us off the map. And that's when you tripped at. All right, come on, Hebrew. Who was this? Prophet Muhammad sandwich. No love. No, you get thrown head first about her. No salami and bacon over here. And no respect for my none. Come on, Hebrew.
And I will render vengeance to his adversaries and will be merciful unto his land and to his people.
You see that? He's gonna render vengeance to our adversaries. See, so the day is coming where this so-called slave will be back in his rightful spot as a king in the earth. And it's coming, man. It's coming. I feel it. You dig? But it would not come if we ain't strong, man. You men have been called to a charge. You better complete it. All right, give me 1 Samuel 2 real quick. 1 Samuel 2. We're gonna read this Psalm 105 and get on out of here. 1 Samuel 2, I need 6 to 8. 1 Samuel 2, 6 to 8. We ain't playing with nobody. No, we're not Muslims. Islam gets no respect either. Just like Christianity or just like Judaism. None of it gets respect. None of it. You will get tossed headlong. Oh yeah, and for y'all that don't know too, the video we did earlier today was about the House of Zion homeschool. We got a building. All praise to the Most High, and we thank you, brothers and your sisters, for all your support. You feel me? You see where all your support is going. We actually got a building for the short leggers. I went live off my phone earlier. You did, but it's about to be a wonderful and a powerful thing. So. I just posted the GoFundMe link right there in the chat. We appreciate all the prayers and all the support. If you just say, man, look, all I got is prayers for you, we'll take them. We'll take all the prayers you got. Believe that. You understand? But the Most High has blessed us. And I hollered to Sister Lakeisha Davis. If y'all want to go ahead and start dropping y'all emails in there. I know she's been monitoring the comment board from the last video. So if you left your email on the comment board from the last video we did earlier today, she should be getting back with you. If you ain't comfortable with leaving it on the comment board, email me at honorhumilitystl@gmail.com and I'll forward it right on over to the sister. You understand? But it's going down. House of Zion homeschool. We opened it up September 2018. We have a building. I was up in that deal today, man. Off the chain.
All praise.
Off the chain, man. All praise. I'm around this deal all, you know what I'm saying? Finally got a building, man. So your prayers and your support are working out. May the Most High bless us all. You got any questions about age requirements or, you know, how we going to raise money or tuition, get with the sister, man. And it's always something we can work out. There's always something we can work out. We're going to definitely need the nation's support because we getting our babies out these schools, man. Yeah. It just was another school shooting the other day. Just was another school shoot. And so tomorrow, me and the sister gonna do a live video. She's gonna be on her computer. I'm gonna be on mine. We're gonna do a Google Hangout live. And we're gonna go over the curriculum that we got for the school, for the homeschool. We even got a virtual academy that where if you're not in St. Louis, you still can log in. You know what I'm saying? Still teach your shorties from home. You feel me? Well, we gonna go over the curriculum for the school, and then we're gonna show you a prominent school here in St. Louis on the south side, Lafayette Preparatory Academy. I got their curriculum in the back. And we're going to read some of their curriculum, man. It's diabolical what they trying to teach our short leggers, man. You understand? So the time is here. Look, it ain't their job to teach our children anyway. The enemy's job is not to teach your children. It's ours.
No doubt.
So let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So all praise, glory, and honor. Anyone in Detroit that teaches on the same level as you guys. Like I look on the real, I mean, I know brothers, you dig, but I'm not in the business of vouching for anybody. You know, it's just that Tanisha Rogers, do you brothers know anyone in Detroit that teaches on the same level as you guys? I mean, I know brothers, I know a whole bunch of knowledgeable brothers, but I can't vouch for nobody but the brothers that be around me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just, you know, we in the age of internet, if you just gotta, you know, travel to come see us, or or we got to come see you, or just sit down, get classes, and take notes online. However we got to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I can't vouch for nobody else. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just can't do that because the only people I vouch for are the brothers that I know is solid around me. You dig? So, no, sister, I know people in Detroit, but when I refer you to somebody, but if they start talking about the devil was on Saturn somewhere, casting the matrix over the earth somehow, then you be like, Mally, you told me to go. Look, I can't do all that. You know what I'm saying? So the answer is no. All right. You got the First Samuel 2. I believe it's like 6-8.
1 Samuel chapter 2,
Yeah.
verse 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive.
Come on.
He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up.
The Most High kill and make alive. He bring down to the grave and bring it back up. That's how powerful your God is, man. So you need to rehearse his righteous acts. You need to remember him. You understand? And remember the men he have raised up over the years, man. Thousands and thousands of years. You feel me? And even pay homage and salute the men that he used as vessel to wake you up. You understand? It should always be a level of respect there. It's just what it is, man. You understand? Even if things go sideways, it's still a level of respect where it's like the Most High used you to teach me and show me a lot. You feel me? So it's a certain level you shouldn't cross with that. You dig? But it's always should be some type of honor and respect. Even if the brother fell off, you don't dog him. You know what I'm saying? You don't dog the brother for falling off because he had to be on at one point to wake you up. You dig? So on their Memorial Day, we remembering famous men like Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, like the Messiah, like the disciples. You feel me? Like the prophets of old, Moses, Joshua, Aaron the high priest. You know what I'm saying? And his sons, Samuel, David. You understand? Solomon, even though he fell off, you still read Proverbs. Even though Solomon fell off, you still read Ecclesiastes and the wisdom of Solomon. Don't you? You understand? So how about we remember and we pay homage and honor to our forefathers? You feel me? And if it's so wrong, why you don't tell this heathen he wrong for doing it right now? Today on their Memorial Day.
No doubt.
All right.
Because all they veterans is really rolling down 14th Street right now with a sign talking about they're a veteran and asking for change.
Yeah.
And that's ridiculous how that rotation fall. You go from being I don't even understand it. You do a Memorial Day in memorial of the veterans, but those that are still alive, they ain't even living good. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of ridiculous. How can we stand behind something like that?
Look at the veterans begging for money.
Begging for money.
Now that's crazy. You dig? That shows you this beast ain't nothing. Now how the hell you don't look out for those who have defended you? How you don't look out for Homeland Security? How you don't look out for your soldiers, man? How the hell is any veteran of war homeless? Huh? Well, that show you the devil don't play fair, boy. You know what I'm saying? This beloved country even flip it on his veterans, flip it on his soldiers. You see that? But that ain't like that here in this Bible, man. That's how you know the Most High, his laws, statutes, commandments, ordinances, judgments, all of it, man, is righteous.
No doubt.
You feel me? Because you wouldn't, that's like you rolling up on Joshua and he homeless. How you gonna roll up on Joshua, the war general that led Israel into the promised land, but he homeless begging for shekels? You can't tell me this place ain't evil. It even craps on its veterans. They got no love for you. And on the real, a dead soldier is worth more than a living soldier. Because they got insurance policies on them. What verse you in?
Yeah, so that's how it is when you go and you want to be a soldier to this nation, then that's what comes out of it. You know what I'm saying? That's not the hardness that the Most High told us to endure as a soldier.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? If that's the hardness, then this is what we die in. We die in this, and then you get glorified. You get glorified by dying into this. Into that, you get your leg cut off, And there he is rolling in your wheelchair, begging for change.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what comes out of this world here.
Yeah. Yeah. You Negroes so quick to go join the armed forces. And then you better not ask me what I think. Mally, man, I'm thinking about going to join the military. What you think? Hell to the no.
Straight up.
The hell you gonna join the military, the battle line of the beasts, who are actually right now preparing to fight the Messiah once he returns. They got space programs and everything. They weaponizing space. And how do you, as any type of Israelite teacher, encourage somebody to join the military? Are you serious?
Ridiculous.
You know, the very military that's weaponizing space to fight Yahweh. So when you come ask me, you ain't gonna get no watered down answer. Like, yeah, brother, you know, you gotta go to the military, get the bonus shit. Man, hell no. There's many other things you can do to take care of your family than go join these stinking military that don't even take care of their own. Until you go join the military, you understand? They're making preparations to fight the Messiah and his heavenly host when he returns. And I'm gonna tell my young brother and sister, yeah, go do. Man, hell no. Hell no, don't join the military. Join the Most High's army.
Yeah, now that's the only thing that you can learn even in the military stuff we supposed to be doing with each other anyway. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like we supposed to have defense and discipline and all these things amongst each other anyway. So they're not really doing nothing but telling us stuff that we supposed to be doing with each other from the jump. You know, we just weren't privy to this knowledge of growing up. Yeah. So we don't have this with each other or that one accord with each other to grow our families or when we say families, meaning those who we raise up or those that's around us as brother and sister.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We were supposed to raise each other into this as a whole. And the defenses, the discipline, these things we're supposed to have amongst each other.
That's so, right.
You know, I really don't see the need for them. The strategies of war, we're supposed to have them amongst each other.
That's right. Huh?
You know what I'm saying? So right. We are our own army. We are our own army.
That's right. It tell you in 2 Samuel 1:18 about teach the sons of Judah the use of the bow. It is written in the book of Joshua. We supposed to be doing that. You understand? And we so destroyed, man. Like you can't even. We don't even have no type of. We ain't got enough sense to live amongst each other and establish our own businesses to where our dollar circulates in our community at least 20 times before it exits. We can't do nothing simple as that. All right. You understand? I mean, we at an economic disadvantage. It ain't like that in Chinatown. Ride through Chinatown. You feel me? Ride through Germantown. Ride through the Italian. Like here in St. Louis, you got a spot called the Hill. That's the Italian part of town. The Italian's still running. Right? Not that far from there, you got what's called Dogtown. That's the Irish part of town. Right over here, right past U City on 170 in Olive, you got Chinatown. You see? So it ain't like you can't come and establish communities within this. You can. You got nations doing it right now. We ain't even smart enough to do that. I ain't gonna say we ain't smart enough. We don't even got enough sense and wisdom to do that. Let alone establish schools. Jewish folk got their own side of town too here. No doubt. They on the other end of U City. Yeah. It's the Jewish part of town. They got their own schools and everything. Synagogues and everything, man. This people is destroyed. This people is destructured, man. We have no structure. You dig? And the only reason is because, and look, and it's even deeper because look, we know we the Israelites, so these brothers that already know, we know the curses apply, but once you start being obedient to the Most High, curses supposed to be above you. You dig? We that's in the knowledge ain't even got enough sense to come together and make it happen. And we can lay aside our own personal beefs. How about we do that for the shorties? So my son ain't got to grow up and say, Daddy, I need to go get a job. We got a job for you. What you mean you got to go get a job and work for some heathen? We got plenty of businesses you can run. Go down and work with your Uncle Reuben. No doubt. Go down and work with your Uncle Zeke. He got a contracting business. You understand? Man, it's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. That's why the men gotta take control and establish the order, man. It ain't even gotta be for us. It be for them short leggers though. The sacrifices need to be made right now.
No doubt.
It don't happen overnight. You understand? With the Chinese Revolution, you know what they did? When China before China came back on the scene as a world power, man, they first had to get rid of the Brits. They had to get rid of the British. There was a time when Great Britain ruled China. They had to get them up out of there. They get Great Britain up out of there, right? Then they got rid of every bootlicker that was siding with Great Britain. They closed their doors on the world for 20 years and re-educated their children. Mm-hmm. In 20 years, 2 decades, China came back on the world scene as a world power to be reckoned with. You feel me? I'm willing to sacrifice 20 to 30 years just so my short leggers can be straight, man. No doubt. That's easy. Well, I bet. Let's do it. You feel me? But so many people lazy, man, and complacent. And that's just the truth. So we looking for like-minded individuals that's ready to get it cracking, man. That's what we're talking about. There's no reason why we can't do it. We the lords of planet Earth. Why we can't do it?
Hey, look, this has been my thing. You know, it's been the time of Pentecost. And then right after the Pentecost, man, it's been a straight spiritual movement that went on with brothers being on one accord. I feel you out. You know what I'm saying? It's been a straight spiritual movement. And that we need to get back towards to doing. We need to cast that up out of us as a nation of people that we have against each other. You know what I'm saying? We need our families back. We need stand-up men. We need virtuous women. You know what I'm saying? So we can raise strong children. You know what I'm saying? That's what's next. That's what's going on out here. You know what I'm saying? We looking forward to entering the kingdom. We ain't gonna get there not being on one accord. You know what I'm saying? But this is definitely a powerful time right about now. Because if you get off into that book of Acts and you see the movement that went on after brothers received those fiery tongues, then the movement went and there was thousands, men added to the fold by the thousands. And that's because of the word was going out. It was spreading forth quickly. That's right. You know what I'm saying? But after that, no man lacked anything. Now, how is that? Because we so individually living and we lacking a lot.
That's right.
We lack a lot every day, but then at this time, no man lacked nothing. So for as if it's to say materialistic wants, you didn't have it. You know what I'm saying? If it was spiritual needs, we didn't need it. We stayed with each other, we rehearsed with each other, we ate with each other. And that eating was whether it was gaining of the word or whether if it was eating meat together. We did all things together. All things were in common. Ooh. And all men were on one accord. And that there we want to get back towards. You know what I'm saying? We stayed separate out of Egypt and went to Goshen. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like bro was naming within the Chinese. We did that with our own. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We stayed in Goshen. We didn't take out there with the places where other people were at.
In captivity.
In captivity, wow. No doubt. But we still stayed with our own the way we trained our own. You know what I'm saying? As our own. No doubt.
That's real, man. So we got the examples. Ain't like it can't be done. When we was in Babylon, we lived amongst our own. You understand? We still had everything established, judges and everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's no reason why we can't do it. It's just excuse after excuse after excuse. When the Most High gave a decree in Zephaniah 2:1, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. Matter of fact, let's read that real quick.
What's that?
Zephaniah 2:1. These scriptures these are scriptures that don't get brought out because we too focused on division. You understand? Like look, you ain't gonna run into any nation on this planet that agree, like every individual. You think every individual in China agree? You think every individual in America agree? You know better than that. There wouldn't be no Democrats and Republicans. You understand? But you can bang that out amongst each other, you feel me? But when it come down to running the nation and the future of our nation for our children, we owe our children, man, to get on one accord. We can bang out differences and all that off camera, you dig, amongst each other. We can do that. I'm all about the sword swinging. Hell, every nation do that. Don't the Democrats and Republicans argue all the time? But when the world see them as a united, but when it's time for the camera to catch them, they got to be a united force. And that's just what it is, man. You think everybody in Germany agree with one another? See, we got this thing in our mind that that, well, we can't come together on one accord because we all don't agree on everything. Well, you'll never get together then. You feel me? It's brothers I study with that I don't agree with on everything. You understand? I got brothers believe the earth flat. I don't. You understand? But that don't stop me from being a brother to the brother. It is what it is. You feel me? So the whole point is you're gonna have differences. It tell you in the scripture, we gonna see eye to eye in that day when the Most High redeemed Zion.
No doubt.
That's Isaiah 52, verse 8 and 9. Then you got Zephaniah 3, verse 8 and 9 that say when he purged the earth with fire, he's going to pour out on the people a pure language that we all may call upon the Yahweh with one consent. The one accord is coming. We just strive to get there, man. You understand? Man, we can do all that amongst each other. We can do all that amongst each other as long as there ain't too much madness. You feel me? Like I ain't, niggas talking about they the Holy Spirit. You don't come around there. You understand? We ain't talking about no madness like, well, nigga, you just lawful to rape. We ain't dealing with none of that.
Right.
You ain't dealing with no madness, bro. But if you may see something a little different than me in the scripture, then they ain't gonna stop me from being no brother to you. You understand? But we ain't condoning nothing that's gonna promote some type of blasphemy. Like it's okay to rape little girls, you know what I'm saying? This nigga in New York think he the Holy Spirit. No. You feel me? Or if you ain't with us, you ain't in the truth. No, not dealing with none of that rebellion, man. You can't come around her. You understand? But if just because you may think the earth flat, or you may think the Sabbath is based off the new moon and not everything, or whatever, you feel me? Or you may look at aspects of predestination, and the scriptures say choose life or choose death. I mean, we can talk about all that, man. You understand? That shouldn't stop me from being a brother with you. And we owe it to our children to where when the camera catches, we don't want to call it, man. You understand? Meaning we being brotherly. We believe in the commandments of the Most High. We believe in the Messiah. You understand? And we striving until that day to be on one accord, because in that day we're going to see eye to eye according to the scripture, as Isaiah 52, verse 8 through 9. Oh, no, look at Uncle her. No, that Negro either talking about he wanted the two witnesses. Hell no. That Negro over died in Chicago. He done lost his damn mind too, man. No, Negro. If you wanted the two witnesses, you understand, why in the world are you trying to convince us? What you supposed to be doing if you wanted the witnesses? As a matter of fact, what you mean you're one of them? Where your sidekick at? Y'all supposed to be together. Yeah, man. Certain things we can't accept. You understand? But we got basic core principles and all that, man. We ready to rock. It is what it is, man. You dig? So I get to Zephaniah 2 and 1 real quick, bro.
Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1.
1 through 2.
It says, gather yourselves together. Yeah, gather together. O nations, not desired.
Oh, who? Oh,
nation, not desired.
That's us. We are the nation that's not desired. You got a mandate from heaven. The Most High say, what? Gather yourselves together. You better get together and hurry up. You feel me? Lava is spewing out of that volcano in Hawaii as we speak. And they said that ain't even the big explosion that's coming. Huh? Gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. Come on now.
Before the decree bring forth.
Before the what bring forth?
The decree bring forth.
Before the Most High put that decree down. Come on.
Before the day pass as the chaff. Before the first anger of the Lord come upon you. Before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you.
He said, you better gather together before the day of the Most High.
No doubt.
You see that? And look, I ain't make that up. That's the Most High saying, you nation not desired, you better get together before I get angry. Before the day of my wrath, you better be striving to get together. You understand? Everybody already against you. You understand? So that spirit of division and being all suspicious, that look, that's not of the Most High. That's not of the Most High. If the brother is basic, if it ain't nothing blasphemous, we can talk about that. As long as it ain't nothing blasphemous, we ain't dealing with no blasphemy. You dig? But as long as it ain't nothing blasphemous, bro, look, we can rap about that off camera. All right, what verse 3 say?
Verse 3.
Yeah.
Seek ye the Lord,
Uh-huh.
all ye meek of the earth,
Come on.
which have wrought his judgment.
Which have what?
Wrought his
The
judgment.
meek of the earth. Meek don't mean weak. Notice it said the meek have worked or wrought his judgment. You see that? So even though this may seem harsh, this is actually meek speech. You understand? We here to establish order and judgment in the gates. Like all our righteous forefathers who we're remembering today, man. All right, come on, Hebrew.
Seek righteousness.
Yeah.
Seek meekness.
Yeah.
It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger.
You may be hid in the day of Yahweh's anger.
Oh, okay. It may be ye.
Yeah. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of
man.
Man, hey, you see what he said? Seek. He said, seek righteousness, seek meekness. You may be here in the day when the Most High open up, because he about to open up. He about to make a move in the spirit, and it's all bets off at that point, man. It's all bets off at that point. All right. So notice that said, gather together. You understand? Ye nation not desire. Give me Isaiah 52. We get to do a couple of them real quick. Isaiah 52, 8, 9. Isaiah 52, 8, 9. That's right, out 1 John 4 and 15. Whosoever shall confess that Yahweh Shai is the son of Yahweh, Yahweh dwelleth in him, and he in Yahweh. Oh wait. Oh wait. All right, you got that? Isaiah 52,
Isaiah
8,
52,
9.
verse 8.
Yeah.
It says, Thou watchman shall lift up the voice. With the voice together shall they sing.
Oh,
for they shall see eye to eye.
We shall what?
See eye to eye.
Come on.
When the Lord shall bring again Zion.
That's when we're going to agree on every little tidbit. When the Most High redeems and brings again Zion to himself. You see? You waiting to gather together because we don't agree on every little thing. Well, you ain't going to be studying. You're going to be studying by yourself. How about that? You're going to be gathering with the wind. Prophesy to the wind, brother. When the Most High brings again Zion, that's when we gonna see eye to eye. Huh? Then, so we gotta stop all that, man. Again, there ain't a nation on this earth that agree in everything. You understand? But if we, brother, willing to come together and talk about it, man, his voice is gonna get raised. You know, sword swing. It is what it is. You feel me? But in the end, that shouldn't stop you from being a brother, man. It's just what it is, man.
Self-alize.
Self-alize. I look at my horror car.
Yeah.
Out to my horror car, man. What you doing, man? Where you at, Hebrew? All right, come on, Hebrew. Let's get it. Verse 9.
Yeah. It says, break forth unto joy. Sing together, ye waste places of Jerusalem. For the Lord had comforted his people. He had redeemed Jerusalem.
He had redeemed Jerusalem. That's when we gonna see eye to eye, man. Shmanuyah, Shalom, Shalom, Sir General 108. That's Shmanuyah, the great administrator. All praise to the Most High. You got that?
That's it for that.
All right, let's do Zephaniah 3. Over Zephaniah 3, I need 8, 9 on that one too. We gonna show when we gonna see eye to eye and when we gonna be on one accord, man. Then, and that was simple. That was clear, wasn't it? We shall see eye to eye when he redeemed Zion. That's when we gonna see eye to eye and agree on every little tidbit of what it is, man. I think it's not to get proud and not to hate your brethren. You command actually to love your brethren. Messiah said, if you salute only your brethren, you know better than the Pharisees.
No.
Like me only saluting everybody that's in here in St. Louis. Yeah, I ain't no better than the Pharisees then. You know what I'm saying? Even the disciples that got mad because it was a brother over there doing the work. And they was like, well, look, he ain't with us. And Messiah say, look, leave him alone. You dig? If he's doing the work, he don't necessarily got to be with us. Leave him alone. If he's doing the work, you understand, and he ain't going off, leave him alone. It's all good. Let him do the work. He ain't speaking evil of me, is he? You speaking evil? Nah. Okay. Get her done. Zephaniah 3:8-9.
Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 8.
Yeah.
Say, therefore wait ye upon me, said the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey.
Yeah.
For my determination is to gather the nation,
right,
that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger.
Right.
For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
Has that happened yet? Has all the earth been devoured with the fire of Yahweh's jealousy? No, it hasn't. So that day that we reading about ain't came yet, right? Let's see when we're going to be on one accord. Let's read.
For then will I turn to the people of pure language.
Then the pure language is coming, right? So there's no reason to be arguing over our pronunciation of Hebrew or none of that, man.
No doubt.
None of that. All right, come on.
That they may all call upon the name of the Lord to serve him with one consent.
Oh, one consent or one accord, to serve him with one consent. That's after he devoured the earth with the fire of his jealousy. That's after he redeemed Zion. Then we shall see eye to eye and serve the Most High and call on his name on one accord, one consent. You feel me? If it ain't nothing blasphemous being brought out, we off camera can discuss that. It is what it is. You understand? We a nation of people. We're not a religion. That's what didn't happen with this movement. It turned into a religion. You understand? People talk about when I used to be a Hebrew Israelite. Hold on. That let me know who the hell was teaching you.
No,
there ain't no such thing as you used to be.
How did you do that?
This is your birthright. This is who you are. You know, used to be an Israelite. Israel was a man who had sons and daughters. You understand? And they had sons and daughters and sons and daughters. The word Israel is a nationality, man. You can't used to be who you are. A Chinese man can't be born Chinese and die Italian.
No doubt.
This is who you are. You understand? It's who you are. Everybody getting mad. Like, oh, man, I don't know. Oh, so you want to address bad behavior. Well, you think every white man in America renounced being a white man because Timothy McVeigh blew up the Oklahoma City building? No. Y'all about the Germans. You think the Germans renounced being Germans because of Adolf Hitler? It's only you simple Negroes.
Hey, check it out, bro. You know the scripture say don't call no man Rev, bro.
Yeah, that's all.
Bro, where we at, Rev? We said that twice.
We at, Rev? I remember we saying Revelation or Rev. No, he couldn't be saying Revelation.
You saying Revelations? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I hope that's Revelation, not Rev, bro.
Yeah, no, we don't call nobody Reverend around here, man. We don't reverence. No, that's holy and reverend is the Most High's name, Psalm 111, verse 9 and 10. That's the Most High's name. And we dare not receive a flattering title or nor give it. We'll be playing with death. All right, bro, let's finish it off. Psalm.
We was in that Zephaniah 3.
Yeah.
And 8, 9, if that was what you were saying, if we was in Revelations. No, we was in Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 8 and 9.
Yeah, give him Psalms 111 too. Read that for me real quick. Psalm 111.
Psalms 111.
Yeah, verse what is that, 9 and 10? Last two verses. Where it goes into let's see if I'll put that kingdom work in. They out of order with that mouthy man work. Yeah, for sure. I feel you on that service with a squad thing. We're gonna show you, and then Job 32, 21, 22. We're gonna show you we ain't supposed to be calling no man reverend. Holy and reverend is the Most High's name. Psalm 111 was the last verse.
Yeah, last verse.
Yeah, 9 and 10.
Verse 9. Yeah. Psalms 111. He say he sent redemption unto his people.
Yeah.
He had commanded his covenant forever.
He sent redemption to his people. Not all people, his people. He commanded his covenant forever. Come on.
Holy and reverend is his name.
Holy and reverend is his name?
Is his name.
It's the Most High's name. So any man out here calling himself reverend so-and-so or allowing himself to be called reverend so-and-so is completely out of order. No, I meant revelation. Oh, okay.
That's all praise.
Yeah, all praise to the Most High. Let's get a second witness just in case. Job 32. Job 32, 21 and 22. Just in case anybody else was thinking that. Holy and reverend is his name. I say he meant revelation, though. Okay,
That's our praise, bro.
our praises. We just had to check, man. I had a Negro walk on me, tell me he was Michael the Archangel. We laughed him to scorn. We laughed at a whole Negro to scorn, man. So we just be having to check. That's it. It's all good.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Job 32, 21 and 22.
Job 32,
Yeah.
31, and 32.
Yeah, it's real quick. And then we're gonna close it out with Psalm 105. Look at Ed out of nap time. Service with a sword. Where you at, he bro? Yeah, with that. Look at our boy. Yeah, with that wrinkled gray. He had a wrinkled polo with some gray teeth, right? A bad hip. And the shirt had to just get snatched probably because his little tank top, little wife beater was showing. I'm like, oh my God.
Is that Job?
Yeah, Job 32, verse 21, 22. Yes, sir.
It says Job chapter 32, verse 21.
Yeah.
Let me not, I pray you, accept any man's purse.
That means don't accept the flattering title. Some people say, well, I don't call myself that. They call me that. To accept a man's person is accept them calling you a flattering title. Let me not, I pray thee, accept, what he say, any man's person. Come on.
Down. Neither let me give flattering titles unto man.
Neither let me give flattering titles unto man. So don't accept it nor give them. All right, go ahead.
For I know not to give flattering titles.
I don't know to give flattering titles. Like the most abominable, dishonorable, the sinister Louis Farrakhan. Come on, Hebrew.
In so doing, my maker would soon take me away.
You playing with death, giving flattering titles and receiving them. You understand? He said, my maker will soon take me away. That was Psalms 111, last two verses. Psalms 111, and then that right there was Job 32, verse 21 and 22. All right. So we're gonna close this out with Psalm 105. Again, let's go into they on some Memorial Day and they remembering their dead fathers. You dig? And their dominance on this earth. Why can't you remember yours? Why you can't rehearse the righteous acts of the Most High? Yeah, real talk. Look, that's Muhammad Carr right there. Army of Israel. Say Army of Israel, Missouri. You know that Hebrew down in Carolina, some damn word. You dig? He say, God sent comforter. And then in parentheses, he say, my elder was going to hell off. You see? And that's a brother that's from One West right there. Mahal Rakar, who a lot of these niggas is scared of. Getting all nervous. He on record right now telling you his elder who endorsed this nigga that claimed he the Holy Spirit was going to hell off. Oh, wait. You got Nick Rose around here getting tight bootied and scared. He on a live chat right now saying his elder was going to hell off saying that. See? That's honorable, man. That's honorable. You dig? Don't mean people just scared and nervous. Look at that. Pulling up on record. He went to hell off with that shit. He said it again. He said on record he went to hell off with that. REI was off as hell. My favorite teacher he was. Trip off that. You dig? The very REI everybody be trying to blast on. Maharakal was a student of REI, and he on record right now saying he went to hell off saying that. Now where we at? Oh wait. There's a lot of false witnessing going on, huh, brother? Oh man, come on, man. Let's get this Psalm 105, man. And you be safe in your travels, Doc. You be safe in your travels, man. Facts. 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 That's right, Doc. That's right, Doc. May the Most High bless you, man. That's right. Come on, Hebrew. Let's get it.
Psalms 105. We're starting at.
Start at verse 1.
Verse 1. Mm-hmm. It says, oh, give thanks unto the Lord. Mm-hmm. Call upon his name. Mm. Make known his deeds.
Make known his deeds, man. Come on.
Among the people. Sing unto him. Mm. Sing psalms unto him. Mm. Talk ye of all his wondrous works. Mm. Glory ye in his holy name.
Mm.
Let the heart of them rejoice that seek the Lord.
Mm.
Seek the Lord and his strength, seek his face evermore.
Mm.
Remember his marvelous works that he had done, his wonders, and the judgments of his mouth.
See what he say? He said, remember that, man. Y'all around talking about Memorial Day, y'all saluting veterans and all that, man. But it say right here, man, if we're gonna talk about a Memorial Day, why are we not remembering what the Most High have done? Why are we not remembering the vessels that the Most High used to bring us this truth, man? That's just what it is, you dig? Come on, Hebrew.
Yeah. O ye seed of Abraham, his servant.
Yeah.
Ye children of Jacob, his chosen. He is the Lord our God. His judgments are in all the earth.
And his what?
His judgments are in all the earth.
Judgments are in all the earth. Yah shall separate between you, Elder Jacob, Daniel, Simon, Hebrew. No. Don't believe none of that, Doc. You dig? I'm about to start traveling and doing a whole bunch of them. We got conflicting schedules. So now I don't believe none of that. I know so a lot of people get nervous. People get nervous and get tight-booted because, you see certain things happen or whatever. But no, there is no separation between me, Jacob, Daniel, and the radio network. You understand? It's just how we have conflicting schedules now. Most High has turned up a lot of work, and work got to get done. You know what I'm saying? So may the Most High bless my elders, bless me, and then we out here getting it done, man. All praise to the Most High. All right, come on, Hebrew.
It says, all right, remember his, all right. He is, verse 7, he is the Lord our God.
Yeah.
His judgments are in all the earth. He had remembered his covenant forever.
He has remembered his covenant for what?
Forever.
Forever. Come on.
The word which he commanded to 1,000 generations. Which covenant he made with Abraham and his oath unto Isaac. And confirmed the same unto Jacob for a law.
Yeah.
And to Israel for an everlasting covenant, saying, unto thee will I give the land of Canaan.
That's right.
The lot of your inheritance, when they were but a few men in number. Yeah, very few.
Very few.
And strangers in it. When they went from one nation to another, from one kingdom to another people. He suffered no man to do them wrong. Yeah, he reproved kings for their sake.
And this is David, right? And he's bringing into memory, right, all the righteous acts. All the righteous acts that the Most High did for his people. You know what I'm saying? That's powerful. But look, if we never teach our children this, then we forget as a people, and then we slip right back into idol worship. And the Most High open up on us, and you know what I'm saying? And we become his enemies, man. So to remember is one of the most powerful tools that you have to stay in power. You must remember your past. You must remember your fathers. That's why this heathen constantly with his holidays. With his holidays, it got to do with his independence and his brutality and his power. That's what happens.
No.
That's what happens. But you have, like, if they never teach their children their history and their hardcore bondage and brutality over us, then they lose power. You understand? That's why we must what? Raise our children up and train our children up to remember and rehearse the righteous acts of God. You see that right there? The Most High did that for David. He killed Goliath. You see that right there? David was wrestling with a lion and a bear. You see that right there? Moses got at Pharaoh and split the Red Sea. You see that right there? You feel me? We point out all the righteous acts and all the times when the Most High was moving and using our men and our women as vessels, man. You dig? Because to remember, to have a day like Memorial Day for us, you understand? That would entail that we will stay in power. To remember your history, to remember the righteous acts of your forefathers is one of the most powerful tools to guarantee that you stay on top.
No doubt.
That's why it was like, make these niggas forget all of it.
Show you Spider-Man and Superman before they show you your forefathers.
Yeah, make these niggas forget all of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that's about, man. We must remember. Once we remember, naturally we start linking back into our God, man. And that's the crazy part about us, because we have a covenant with the creator of heaven and earth. I'm at the casino sniffing the slot machine chairs. I love this. Oh, yeah, you gotta go, player. Headlong. We're not playing with nobody. We're not playing with nobody. Anybody tripping? Everybody tripping, they getting tossed. Head long. Pretty weirdo. That'd be some of these heathens, man. It's straight age. He's talking about he's sniffing slot machine chairs. And somebody on her earlier was talking about they love sucking toes or some crazy, man. I'm like, oh, you got to get the hell up out of here. Even that one sister was tripping, talking about some she wanted me and Ruben. No, we not. Just because you a woman, you're not getting pacified. You getting thrown head first off this chat too. Get yourself together. All right, what verse you in?
We're in verse 15.
Yeah.
Saying, touch not my anointed, and do my prophets no harm.
That's right.
Moreover, he called for a famine upon the land. He break the whole staff of bread.
Yeah.
He set a man before them, even Joseph, who was sold for a servant.
You see that? Now we remember another stand-up brother in the scripture, Joseph. Somebody out of our nation. I know the story of Joseph. How he rose to be second in command in Egypt. You see? Read these stories to your short letters, man. They need to know that this is our history, so they can remember, so we can have a Memorial Day. You understand? So we can rejoice in the mighty acts of the Most High. All right, come on, Hebrew.
Whose feet they hurt with feathers.
Fetters.
Fetters.
That's the. You know about shackles? You ever been locked up and they pull you about that deal? You got to go to court. They shackle them wrists and them ankles. They did them shackles. Yeah. Go ahead, Hebrew.
With fetters, he was laid in iron until the time that his word came. The word of the Lord tried him. The king sent and loosed him, even the ruler of the people, and let him go free. He made him lord of his house and ruler of all his substance.
That's right.
To bind his prince at his pleasure and teach his senators wisdom.
See?
Senators.
Yeah. What did it say? Yeah, his senators wisdom. So in other words, and there's a lot of there's a lot of info to say that, you know, when it makes me saying Hotep, they actually talking about Joseph. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one thing they never did was find Joseph's bones.
No doubt.
And they never found Hotep bones. Or
no
even
doubt.
Hotep, where they talking about a great builder and all that. We see right here where Joseph actually was instructing the princes and teaching the senators in Egypt. You understand? And Imhotep was known as a great wise master builder and all that. You feel me? And one thing that's common between him and Joseph, you feel me? And most brews that do the research say that Imhotep is actually Joseph, because in both cases, bones were never found. Because Joseph gave a commandment: do not leave me in Egypt. The Most High will visit this place. You understand? You will surely depart about her in a great multitude. Do not leave my bones here in Egypt. You understand? Bury me in the land of my fathers.
No doubt.
And that's what they did when they left about Egypt. They snatched
did.
Joseph's bones up out of there. Exodus, the 13th chapter, I believe it is. You get up in there and you see Joseph's bones was took.
They went and got all the bones of the forefathers that was buried in Egypt.
All right, let's get it. Bang. All right, what verse you in? Let's read this on now. We only got a few more verses. We get out of here.
We in 23.
Yeah.
It said Israel also came into Egypt, and Jacob sojourned in the land of Ham.
Right.
And he increased his people greatly and made them stronger than their enemies. He turned their heart to hate his people, to deal subtly with his servants. He set Moses, his servant.
Another great man of the Most High. See, we remember when we pushing that vibration out on Israel. Remember, Remember the righteous acts of the Most High. Remember the righteous vessels he used. You understand? So that you can even have a Bible today, man. Remember that. All right, go ahead, Hebrew.
And Aaron, who he had chosen, they showed his signs among them and wonders in the land of Ham.
Right.
He said darkness and made it dark, and they rebelled not against his word. He turned their waters into blood.
See how we remember? You remember when the Most High poured out plagues on Egypt? Like he pouring out plagues on America, and we were going to rejoice. And he did all that on account of us. How much more will he do it in this hour? We're going to rejoice when the Most High drop these heathens, man. You understand? Just like we rejoiced when we left Egypt. All right, go ahead, Hebrew.
And slew their fish. Their land brought forth frogs in abundance.
Yeah.
And in the chambers of their kings. He spake, and there came diverse sorts of flies and lice in all their coasts.
Remember, in all these plagues, right? Go ahead.
He gave them hail for rain.
Now, they not forget. He going right through the history. Gave them hail for rain. Come on.
And flaming fire in their land.
Come on.
He smote their vines also, and their fig trees, and brake the trees of their coasts. He spake, and the locusts came, and caterpillars, and that without number, and did eat up all the herbs in their land, and devoured the fruit of their ground. He smote also all the firstborn in their land.
Remembering how the Most High destroyed or killed the firstborn? That sounds harsh, don't it? Huh? But hey, you grew up singing the Star Spangled Banner, didn't you? Did you grow up singing the Star Spangled Banner? Ain't that about the victory over the Brits? Huh? Oh wait.
But even knowing that he smote all also of the firstborn of their land, it do sound kind of harsh.
Yeah.
But then when you understand for sure that they was taking our children and grabbing them by the legs and smashing their heads up against bricks, then you like, okay,
makes sense.
Yeah, because as a father, I want to revenge that. He just couldn't take my children. Yeah, I'm just sit back and be cool with it. Nah, you ain't gonna take my children and bash their head up against no brick, and I'm just, nah.
Yeah,
I got a problem with that.
I got a major problem, and you can have to answer payback.
No doubt.
Payback is so sweet. So when the Most High opened up and got it done, you understand? If you was on the other side, you'd been looking like, oh my God, why? Nah, that's what it is, man. Because I just was saying, even this heathen celebrates the destruction of their enemies. I remember when they so-called got Osama bin Laden, which that's a whole nother story. But when Barack Obama got in there, got on TV, he was doing like a football game, I believe it was. Some type of game was on. And it was an emergency broadcast. And they were like, we finally got him. We got Osama bin Laden, SEAL Team 6 or whatever they was, went there and they got him, right? And then everybody waiting to see the body. They said, no, we gave him a traditional Muslim burial. We buried at the sea, which don't even make no damn sense.
Right.
It did. But the point was, everybody from sea to shining sea was celebrating. They popping collars, USA. I say, wow. You feel me? People clapping, so-called black Christians out. I said, oh, okay. Well, y'all ain't got no problem celebrating the destruction of your enemy, huh? It's just only when it come down to good old white man.
No doubt.
When we talk about his destruction, everybody get nervous. God loves everybody. You wasn't saying that when you were celebrating the death of Osama bin Laden. Come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
It's crazy. Verse 37. He brought them forth also with silver and gold, and there was not one feeble person among their tribes. Egypt was glad when they departed, for the fear of them fell upon them. He spread a cloud for a covering, and fire to give light in the night. The people asked, and he brought quails and satisfied them with bread of heaven. He opened the rock, and the waters gushed out. They ran in the dry places like a river, for he remembered his holy promise.
What verse you in?
42.
Okay.
He remembered his holy promise, and Abraham his servant, and he brought forth his people with joy.
He remembered, huh? Memorial Day. Remember what the Most High has done for you. Remember the vessels he used so that you could even have a Bible today once again. All right, go ahead, Doc.
He brought forth his people with joy, and his chosen with gladness.
Come on.
And he gave them the lands of the heathen.
And cast heathens out. This is my people land. I promised this to Abraham. All right, go ahead, Doc.
And they inherited the labor of the people.
Come on.
That they might observe his statutes.
This is the whole reason. See, what good is the land if you ain't keeping the order of God on it?
No doubt.
All this happened that you might observe his statutes, man. What else, bro?
That they might observe his statutes and keep his laws.
Woo!
Praise ye the Lord.
Yeah, see that? So on this Heathens Memorial Day, we're going to remember our forefathers every day. And we're going to remember the righteous acts of our power, Yahweh, every day. And we're going to remember the sacrifice his son laid down for us, Yahweh, every day. You dig? These heathens do it on their little Memorial Days and on their 4th of July's and on their Thanksgivings. You understand? We're going to push this vibration over our families. We're going to constantly rehearse the righteous acts of the Most High, man. Train up your children the way that they should go. That way, when they old, they won't depart from it, man. You understand? You men, you've been given a charge from the Almighty. Take the bull by the horns, because he says in Revelations, I have not found your works perfect with the Almighty. You understand? With that being said, all praise. Ruben, you got any important words, any last words?
Yeah, I want to say it was a beautiful thing. It's probably like the first video I've been doing since we came back from Memphis. And I want to say it was beautiful seeing a lot of the family out there. Probably like the first or maybe a second time I've seen some of the family, but like I say, it was beautiful. And they want that thing on the one accord. We definitely need to strive for that, because like I say, with us, when there were so many of us in the building, the love was definitely there. You know what I'm saying? We can have that in spirit all the time. I'm definitely with it. Your brother Ruben Ben Israel, STL. Shalom, fam.
Shalom, your brother Malachi Maccabee, Order Melchizedek, Order STL, Honor Humility STL, House of Zion, Homeschool, Sect of the Nazarene. Y'all willing, when you bringing a powerful lesson tomorrow through my young gunner Aki Yaki and Azariah Amos. Also, we should be doing a live feed for the House of Zion, going over the curriculum for the homeschool. And then I'm going to read the homeschool for Lafayette Preparatory Academy here in St. Louis. You're going to see the time is now for us to make these things happen, man. There is no excuse. All excuses is off the table. You understand? Strap up a backup. Y'all willing, y'all see us again. Pray for us as we continue to pray for y'all. Shalom. Yahoo.
Praise.
All praises. All praises. Bang, bang, bang. People on there like, Shalom. Bye, Ruben. Kimberly Lilly. She be on you, boy.
Who is that?
Yeah, Kimberly Lilly. She be messing with you all the time. I don't even know who it is. One of the sisters.